guys have been adventuring in Toivoa. Most recently out here in Enland Point, as you guys have arrived in Enland Point after having visited the Central Wall. The boat trip back, was eventful to say the least, thanks to, the capable skills of Isaac in, rescuing the ship.
So true.
It's now that we pick you guys up at Giancarlo's Cafe and Restaurant. You guys are the only people here. You guys have drawn a couple tables together. Everybody is here together. And you guys have a couple of moments to relax, unwind, and recover from your trip.
This music does not sound relax, unwindy.
Well, we're
So-
surrounded by scum and villainy.
Is this restaurant music?
Ah, that's better.
There's the restaurant music.
For the area, it's very calm.
My Sirenscape is lagging by 800 milliseconds tonight for some reason. And I have
Ew.
no idea why, except for the potential heat, because it's 100 degrees in my house today.
Oh,
Disgusting.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I'm a little bit distracted, please yell at me and I will try to focus a little bit more. But it is hot.
Well, that's no
So
rush.
as you guys have been served pasta with lobster, a variety of salads and breads. What would you guys like to do?
I don't know
Eat.
about the rest of you, but I could go for some red wine with this.
Giancarlo hears that and goes insulted by his own oversight to go get you red wine. He returns with a bottle that many people would not be able to afford, placing it on the table directly in front of you.
Much appreciated.
Of
It's
course,
real.
of course. What? I'm so sorry to not have pre-served the wine. Anyone for a white? And he produces a second bottle.
I'm not like a wine snob. What like taste wise between red and white?
Um,
Says the person that can't get drunk.
That's why I'm asking, because what other reason would I
Okay.
drink
Makes
this?
sense.
There's a lot of differences between red and white wine, but there's also so many differences in the red wine family that the reds tend to be more full flavored as opposed to the whites, which tend to be lighter flavored. But within that full flavor, you can have a massive scale of all the way from bitter and sour and what they call dry, all the way up to super sweet like soda.
Okay.
Am I wrong here, guys, or am I pretty good?
No,
I don't drink.
White's also served chilled. If that like would make a sense, if that would make a difference to clean. Whites are also often served chilled, whereas reds are lukewarm.
Actually, yeah,
Or-
that is a factor. I mean, if he's offering to get it but not serving it, then Coin's just gonna, I'll take the red. He's
Okay.
not gonna go off. He's not gonna specifically pay for white wine.
No, he's not. You guys aren't paying for anything. Are you kidding? No payment. You are a family.
Pour
Oh,
me
it's not
some
on the
of
tap.
that
Oh, yeah.
dough.
Shut up. No payment.
Oh, throw a white down then. Yeah.
Of course. He puts a huge bottle. It's a gallon bottle of wine
Oh,
in
damn.
front of you, Coin.
How much are those? Can we like get a second for the road?
No. There's no way you're going to drink that much.
Oh, we'll see.
They aren't looking to drink it, they're looking to bathe in it.
He looks at you. Strange creatures.
Yeah.
Need a lot of bigger of a bottle.
Nah, you just pour it out.
Okay, we gotta, guys. You gotta wait until Giancarlo's out of earshot before talking about those ideas. You're a heart attack. If you
Look,
start
all I'm saying is the last time I saw Coin with any sort of alcoholic thing, they tried to bathe in it.
I understand, and that's not information Giancarlo needs to learn today.
Yeah.
The last time I put a frog in some wine, it came out delicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have that effect.
He looks at you. You don't have much meat on your bones. Perhaps we should feed you
Wow.
more. And he puts another bowl of pasta in front of you.
One just kind of shrugs to that, like,
Do some squats.
Many squats. We need those legs to be most muscular.
practice my high jumps.
Oh no, just practice some squats. No need for jumping. Makes you harder to catch later.
It's kind of it's kind of instinctive, you know. When I go for a squat, it's hard for me to just stand back up.
Ah, yes. Make note. Start with lukewarm water.
I'll just look away.
So,
I do think
I've-
Isaac is reflecting on while they were out before they met back here. Isaac was going to ask Giancarlo about just tell him a little bit about the scary experience that we had with the water, the water getting very murky, and I'll describe what I saw, the large creature or the large shadow that I saw. And just since Giancarlo was at sea probably for longer than Isaac was, or at least just as long, and in an environment that was more steeped in like sea legends and pirates and stuff, I would just ask Giancarlo if he'd heard that before.
Oh. Now, after the boys are put to bed, then we'll talk about these. Not until after that.
Okay, sounds good.
Eat up, eat up, eat up.
How
I'm
good
going
is
to
the
get
food?
Isaac's help with a specialty dessert. Come on, Isaac. We need to practice those other magics of yours.
I'm also curious how good this meal we're having.
Crystal's
Other
gonna like
magic-
raise her eyebrows. Like,
Bryn,
okay.
are they gardening, Bryn?
Are they? Sorry. Jim was sampling the white wine, and he almost spits it out. That's not what. No, they're not.
I don't know. What other magic does Isaac do?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Ruzid blushes at that comment.
They didn't teach that spell to Bryn in school, but
Yeah, Bryn didn't learn that. He missed that day in school.
Health class.
Oh
Sure, he
god.
picked it up on the streets.
Did he though? Like,
I second how
Mhm.
good this meal we're currently eating is. I'm a little curious.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Giancarlo does not do anything bad, so we'll find out.
To get a plus 50 billion on their cooking rolls.
1d 100 plus 100 roll.
Nope, this is an 85
Oh,
yum.
Yum.
plus 50.
salad.
So,
Yeah, if you can't get below a 50, we roll a D100, but automatically gain 50.
So is the restaurant empty? Is it just us
Yeah,
and
just
Giancarlo?
y'all. Nobody
And
else.
Giancarlo's left the room at this point.
Giancarlo and Isaac have left the room for
Yeah,
the moment.
okay. So Ruza will say, "Well, looks like all that tattoo making paid off. I know how to make more interesting tattoos now."
I hope it
Like-
paid off. We were half thinking that you were just never gonna come back when we left you at the tattoo shop. We figured it
Oh.
was
Yeah,
50-50 that
I-
we never saw you again.
50-50 ain't the worst odds, though.
Sophia, you would
when
take a
it's-
5 to 95 if you thought it would double your money.
I am.
And you tried to rig the odds and then fuck up somehow.
That sounds like. Why would I not do that? Oh, except I would try not to mess it up, but rigging the odds, that sounds exactly what I'm not seeing the flaw here.
Well, I guess it's just about the thrill then.
Exactly. For what is life if not about the thrill, the rush, the adrenaline, The adventures, the stories, the legends.
Of losing all of your hard-earned
That's-
gold.
Or doubling it.
Gold is for spending. You can't take it with you.
I guess you have a point with that. But anyways, if anyone wants some more fancy sorts of tattoos, I can help. Probably when we get back on the ship.
You can do
What
like
kind can you do?
calligraphy now.
No, magic.
Like any magic?
Like, like sometimes when I protect myself with magic in combat, someone takes a swing at me and they just don't hit.
Yeah.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
That's
But
the
could
one
you, like-
where you make it. That's the one where you make it hit Bryn.
No, that's a different magic.
Could you like make me 5 inches taller or something? Like, what's off limits
Only
here?
5 inches?
That's a very specific amount of inches.
Gotta stay humble. Some places don't let you in unless you're over a certain height. Okay? I like to talk about it.
Some places or some rides?
Maybe I can like double your height, but not now. Give it
I
like
might have
a little bit. I haven't figured out that magic yet. Okay, I only know a few things.
Fair enough. And for the record, I might have been denied on a few horse rides in my day. That might have been because of the poison, but still, being taller would help, I think.
That makes sense.
Just drinks more of the white wine.
Are you sure this doesn't have any effect on you, Coin?
I'm sure.
I feel like that would be more concerning, Crystal.
If it did have an effect on him?
No, if it didn't have an effect and they were still talking like this.
Isn't that what is happening?
As opposed to what you think is happening, Grizzid.
Oh, and then Rizid like shakes her head.
After about
So you can do magic tattoos.
Yeah. Okay, I can show you some when we get back on the ship. Just want to let you know
Yeah, I
now.
was just gonna ask, like, do you need any special like inks or anything to make that happen?
I already bought the supplies. 1,000 gold pieces worth.
How intricate does the tattoo have to be? Like, if you just put a dot on my finger or something, can I just make like fire fume out of it?
Out of character, Eric, is it possible for me to like make tattoos that are non-magical, like magical, by like essentially like doing the line work better or something, or like doing the line work over or something like that?
yeah, I don't mind doing that.
Okay. Ruze will say, I mean, I could make a tattoo new, but if I'm going to be doing it a lot, it could be simpler to just empower a tattoo you already have.
Oh, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, like, if you just put a single dot on me. Like, you don't draw anything, you just put a dot. Can you make that a magic tattoo?
I also don't know the answer to this in character, out of character.
Like, how small
We
does it
should-
have to be?
We should experiment and find out.
In the book, they do.
Significantly harder the smaller it is. Phrasing.
Fair enough.
The detailed work involved in a magical tattoo is just like a normal tattoo. If you were to try to get a lot of concentrated detail into a very small tattoo, it's going to be harder to succeed at.
And detail in small enough of a density, and it'll collapse in on itself and turn into a black hole.
Which is what he asked for.
So don't make the dot then.
More like just negates itself because it's too blurry to actually function.
Yeah, I can't. I have to make that tattoo like at least a little bit like recognizable. It can't just be a dot, but I mean, I have pretty good flexibility.
So we should do a test where you just start drawing a line and make it as small as you can and see where the magic really becomes effective.
To be honest, I don't know if I want to mess with the magic in that sort of way. I mean, Takui was kind of a little intimidating, to be honest.
What'd you do?
It's more like what didn't you do?
Just gonna slap
Okay.
Rizit on the back. Well done.
Crystal's gonna raise the whole wine bottle.
Bruiser does not comment more than that. Get ambiguous.
All right. So what are we gonna do now that we finished the latest task?
I'm not sure. We could meet with Skius Cross again and ask for more work. Because it sounds like Skius Cross wanted us to go hunt down
Oh, that's
different
right.
12 Spiders bosses, and that does pay extremely well.
And he still thinks he owns our
Yeah,
ship.
well,
We still know that there's multiple places to go.
Mhm.
So we have options.
But we
Kinda
were
got a
gonna
little
sell him that
sidetracked.
sword.
I think we were supposed to pick a destination on our latest detour. Did anyone think of where they wanted to go next?
I thought about just driving there from the from the wall.
If I remember our last interaction with Skius, I feel like he told us to just hang out for a little while, and we decided we could get to the central wall and back within sort of the time frame. Like I feel like he wanted us to wait like a couple weeks, and we've been there and back, so we could just find him and ask if he wants us to, if he has any paying work.
I guess that's
And if
not a
not,
bad
we
idea.
set sail
Where to?
somewhere
Where the wind
else.
blows.
The other way that we were going.
Not towards that yellow water place.
Yeah.
Whatever
no.
Isaac saw doesn't sound good.
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Out
Wonder how
of
much
character,
Oh, go on.
the trip to Central was expected to take about or within a week's time frame, right? Eric, do you have a reference on if or we're still within a week?
You guys spent 9 days doing the trip.
Oh, okay. So I would
Because
think
of
that
how
we're
long
actually,
you guys took scoping out the museum.
I would think we're actually a little over our
You
time
are.
of when we said we would sail properly. Which Coin will probably relay in like, I don't think we have multiple weeks of free range here. We were actually supposed to be sailing a day or two ago. Job was
Well-
done, but keeping track.
Sail then.
well then, yeah, we ought to make sure that the best paying option is still on the table.
Do we need to check in with our potion supplies provider and confirm that the job's been done?
Didn't the consortium? Wait, no. Who?
No,
Sparkle.
it was Snowflake
that?
Sparkle. But
Yeah.
she gave us the task and also the payment.
I mean, we don't have
You think
to.
she
We can
wants a
let him
receipt?
know. We don't get anything out of that
Don't think she's
exchange.
worried about taxes.
If it
Well,
would have
we get our reputation. She'll know with certainty that the job's been done to her satisfaction, and we're not just leaving her to figure out and wonder if the because unless I don't know if she's in contact with the central wall at all. But if not, she could still be under the impression that we're still traveling, and for all she knows, we haven't gotten there yet.
Wouldn't
Or
pass up building my rep.
Eh.
I like to think they know the job's done when they meet me the first time, but I see your point.
it's a first time
At
customer.
this point, that Giancarlo and Isaac return with bowls full of brightly colored spheres. They're all frozen and frosty. You guys have never seen gelato before, but you now know what kind of magic they were dealing with in the kitchen.
I think your ice is melting.
Yeah,
It's
eat up, try. We got fly flavor for you, Coin.
Oh, his eyes widen.
Flavor.
Probably even starts like rubbing his
Fly
hands
flavor
together. All
tastes like.
right.
Coin, have you even eaten flies since you started adventuring with us?
I catch him now and then. Why do you think? I mean, I'm up in that crow's nest all the time. Think I don't find anything?
Yeah, but like in like a big meal. Why doesn't Bryn bake you like some fly related meal? I bet you'd love that.
been a while since I've had a proper bowl of them.
Eat the gelato before it gets warm.
I'm really just surprised they had this on hand. This kind of makes me question the sanitariness of this place. But I'm not even gonna. You know what? He just starts eating.
I make to order. What do you think this is?
Can I sleight of hand a tiny spoonful of fly flavored gelato?
Sure.
A roll on how good this is? Or is it implied it's already great?
It's like a -50 to start.
It's pretty
Oh
dang
my-
good.
Damn.
To be fair, it kind of tastes just like meaty protein, but
Oh, some real fresh, never frozen fly.
it's
Worse
been
than a
frozen. Sure. What?
Well,
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Real fresh.
Look,
never
the way we
frozen.
make gelato is we take a nice big bowl and we start turning it really quick, and then Isaac comes over and goes, "Be cold," and it gets cold while we do it, and keeps it a nice creamy flavor.
Wait a second, Coin. You said never frozen, but isn't the thing frozen?
Exactly.
It's an expression, probably.
An expression of what?
Expression of this conversation ending, and then he takes a bite of the gelato.
Enjoy your gelato.
I'm dying.
Isaac, you bring the weirdest people to my door.
I know.
Hey, wait,
Carlo,
Giancarlo.
Yes,
What about the story? Are the kids in bed yet?
they are in bed. Hi. Let's take a little sit down here. See, I make myself orange sherbet. There's mango, pistachio, lime, lemon, and whatever vanilla Isaac likes. I don't know why.
Damn.
Oh my God, thank you. Perfect. He
Wow.
would like vanilla. Giancarlo can like 30 different flavors, and Isaac would absolutely be content with vanilla. That is.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. There are 39 flavors. Don't ask
Right,
where I
so
got
it's all
them.
That's a lot of
this one,
flavors.
A little bit of that. A little bit of that one over there. A little bit of that too. This
There
is
were
going to
only
be
38
delicious.
flavors until Coin came in.
Yes, there were 38 flavors.
So, are you
before I showed up.
protective of this recipe, or is this kind of like
No,
You're just
not
trying it.
protective at all. Why?
You're
You
back.
think you could do better, Coin? Huh?
I'm curious?
No,
Okay.
Coin's just gonna like file a patent or something and steal it.
With who? How are you going to file a patent on my recipe?
There's no patent office in Inland Point.
That's true.
Coin's gonna make the,
Coin's head goes up.
Coin's gonna
A
make
new
the patent
idea for that
office.
business I'm trying to start. Change the plans, perhaps.
You're very strange people.
I think that's mostly just Coin. You've said that like 5 times tonight, and every time it's been after Coin said something.
Coin has
true.
pulled out that paper, and you can
But you
maybe see him
chose to
scribbling
travel with him.
patent
It's
office.
because he pays me. But not really anymore. He used to pay me. Now I just pay myself. But I mean, whenever I'm with him, money just comes towards me. So I mean, might as well stick with him.
When I'm around you, you make more. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes. People who chose to willingly continue non-employment with someone who previously employed them and paid them well considered them now friends instead of employers and travel with them across the world into great adventures and dangers into the sea with ships that randomly head towards shore for some reason. Isaac was
That's
very
strange thing.
ambiguous about how you guys were about to crash the ship.
I didn't realize I was getting my palm read here.
Good, Isaac.
Really observant.
He's very insightful. I was going to say, at the end of Giancarlo doing the whole like mini speech about like, so you're all just here for fun to hang around with this guy, at the end, Isaac goes, "Oh no, don't worry, babe. I still get paid."
Get paid.
We're
You
still
know
getting
what
paid.
it's like taking care of 2 young boys and a restaurant when you're gone?
What's
No.
it like?
Tell you what, dear. Next time he goes out to sea, you stay with me and I'll teach you. I'll pay you
it's not
better than
really.
he gets paid.
Deal.
Plus tips. You can get tips from the various customers. I'm sure you do quite well.
Crystal like shakes her head, just like, of course.
All right. Well, now that Alice and Felix have gone to bed,
The cut of that goes to the change maker, Crystal.
Wait a second. That reminds me.
Wow.
Crystal.
On the
you
clock.
you can do that thing where like you make people drop all their weapons, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about like if they drop gold instead?
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. But
That's just stealing.
I don't know. It's a tip.
And
They did it willingly.
Word. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. Actually, yeah. Yeah, why not? Thievery? That actually sounds dope. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sure.
I'd be down for that to happen. If they chose to drop their coins instead of their weapons, I would approve.
yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Giancarlo sits down. So, about the sea. You asked about the horrible nastiness that is the great ocean out there, and why I don't sail anymore if I can help it. Well, it seems that you all ran into what I'd like to call the nasty ass of the ocean.
I'm sorry,
Sorry,
did you say
can you
the
say that again?
nasty ass of the ocean?
Indeed. What else would you call the befoulment of all existence for as far as the eye could see?
I guess that's pretty much what I'd call it. Yeah.
Very direct.
Death, destruction, all the fish die. The water becomes poisonous to anyone who drinks it. A horrible, horrible environment and existence.
You know, I
Ah.
really hate to put you on your toes here, but it seems like maybe Isaac does a lot of business towards the central wall. Why haven't you told him about this?
Because I haven't heard of it being between us and the central wall. The fact that it is means it's likely coming this way. So you are the harbingers of bad news.
I get that a lot.
Thanks a lot.
You sure about that?
Wait, so you're saying
No,
we
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
You are
Flip the
a
coin.
strange individual.
When you say it's coming this way, does it affect you on land?
It could. You see, what happens is the water changes, and then the waves change and the fish die. You smell the stench of all the death among your body, your clothes, everything. It makes it difficult to rest. And then comes some religious nut, according to the legends. I haven't seen him myself, but word is he's got a great frill on his head. Carries a trident and great armor full of scales that make him appear to be a giant fish out of water, both legs. And he proclaims the doom and gloom amongst the ships at a port or on the sea, and the next thing you know, they're all dead. Word is that this is Ritrava, but I don't know if that's what you ran across. It just sounds like it. But Ritrava's a great sea serpent. And there's your spelling. And it roams the bottom of the sea, churning it up like butter. Turns the sea quite yellow, in fact.
In my
And
time, I've never
then-
run into Ritrava. Do you know if it was usually local to a certain area, or has it always just been kind of going where it wants?
Ritrava wanders the seas. You never know where it's going to be. It might pick up, might sleep for ages. Nobody knows.
Well, they're probably not sleeping if we saw them.
Did you see it, or did you see its emissary? because if you saw it and you're alive, be the first ones.
Well, like, does seeing his shadow count?
No. And thank you, lucky stars, it does. Because if it did, yeah, you'd be the first ones. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Carlo, does this emissary have a name? This emissary over Trava, the guy in the fish armor that proclaims doom and gloom, does he have a name?
Not that I know of. He calls himself the emissary, very ominous and stuff. But no one exactly has time to ask about him, because the next thing you know, up comes a great sea serpent, eats your ship, drags you down to the bottom, consumes you and your souls, sending you into eternal servitude to a great sea serpent under the sea.
Wait, they eat your soul? That's not good.
Well,
the story?
he consumes it, eats it, and then, presumably passes it so that he can use you as a servant and as a thrall for all of time. But you end up roaming the bottom of the ocean, which, it could be nice, I guess.
Is the emissary a mantle, or do the stories, like, let me ask this. Do the stories seem to specify either way, or do some stories describe the emissary differently, such that maybe different people have picked up this mantle of emissary over time, or does it seem like it's actually been this one dude for thousands of years?
I've heard of many different descriptions. Some say the emissary comes in a color of silver, great mirrors the size of your head as it scales an armor, standing 40 feet tall at the side of a ship, while others say it's the size of a man dressed in rainbows. Nobody knows for sure because nobody lives to tell the tale. Remember, I haven't seen it. This is just the stories I've been told. So, your friend here, Miss Saphira, wasn't it, who says she's roamed the seas all over, should have heard the same stories. Aye, lass?
I have heard all but the names. So if we're both hearing the same stories, they must be true.
But remember, the big money. This is the real question. Which would win, the Kraken or Retrava? Nobody knows, because nobody really cares. They'd all be dead.
But what a spectacular way to go out it would be to see that in action.
Really? A red smear on the ocean water? Not really.
Hey, there's worse.
Name one.
Red smear on land.
Well, what's worse than your soul getting
that'd probably
eaten?
be worse.
Um,
Red smear on land, red smear on water.
At least the
Both.
water one goes away.
Sailor, take warning.
Oh, damn it. I was going to make that joke, but I was muted because I'm eating dinner. Oh, I had to unmute myself. God damn it.
Are Retrava's like motives and interests known? Like, does he tend to protect certain areas? Does he tend to be very destructive, or is he inscrutable and somewhat random? Or does he work for another? I don't know. Like a lot of religious lore, does he work for another deity? Like so, or, with
Isaac,
like
I'm no priest. I'm a chef.
Okay, then what did it taste like?
I don't know. Kobold, you're just as strange as your grunk friend.
Look, I'm just poking fun at it.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
if it
see,
has anything to do
all
with
I
the
know
smell we
is that
smelled,
the
it
story
tastes awful.
right? All I know is that it's been spotted all the way from Shu to Endosia. So who knows?
Okay. Perhaps we could find records of where it might have attacked. Could detect some sort of pattern to it.
Wait, what?
How would you have
trying to
records if the attack? This is the first time we've heard of anyone surviving an experience.
You don't look for records of the specific attack happening. You look for records of the results of it. You look for lots of ships going missing in the same area all at once with
With no trace.
storm.
Patent the
Right.
records
Wait,
of
we patenting the
Trava-
location of where we.
Exactly.
What?
You look for where there's nothing.
You're not convincing my office right now. I don't see the
We look
profitability
for
in
the
this long
nothing.
term.
A suspicious nothing.
Suspicious nothing.
This is
Isaac,
good advice
It's
right
like-
I
there.
found
Yeah, yeah, how
Retrava.
to-
Between the ears of the kobold and the grung, we found Retrava. Because there's the suspicious nothing.
If I could find a way to maybe make an antidote out of whatever poison it puts out, we could patent that.
Wait, didn't you say that like we're the harbingers or whatever? Like you said that we're the bringers of bad news? Like we caused it or something?
I don't know about you causing it. Did you wake up a sea serpent through some means of your own?
No.
Then
Open.
probably not true.
Look, it was just about the optics. I was gonna tell Saphira that they could call themselves like the harbinger of doom or something. Would that sound cool, Saphira?
I mean-
it would sound amazing, and I may very well call myself that no matter what.
I mean, accidentally waking up a legendary giant sea monster would be pretty on par for this campaign. Just saying.
No,
I mean,
we didn't do that.
That I don't know. We just didn't get into anything that wild. I mean, like we did some unusual things, but nothing that What did we do on Seed? We just sailed, same as I've done that same route so many times.
Well, I mean, I guess we should just keep this in mind, but maybe we should still see Skias, right?
Unless that serpent has something to do with us giving, helping the Wanty.
I thought we already helped them.
They're in the
Yeah.
desert.
One tier way behind us at this point.
But I think Chris was suggesting, or at least
Mhm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris was suggesting that some sort of legend with an interest, a legendary creature with an interest in the Wanty may have
Mhm.
been upset at them being helped.
Yeah.
Second, you say you helped Wanty. I didn't hear this story from you, Isaac. Why'd you tell me about this during the gelato?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were busy doing other things.
Crystal raises the wine glass again. Nice.
Honestly, the experience with Retrava was so jarring. Everything about the trip beforehand had largely fallen out of my head, at least temporarily.
It was
dwelling on
more.
that.
It was less helping and more strategic business practices.
That's a
So
good.
you helped the Wanty.
Well, they might have been
Beta
helped
tax.
circumstantially by what we did.
Do you not like Wanty?
I just don't.
No, I had got nothing against them personally. I just think that's kind of weird that you help serpent folk and then a giant sea serpent comes out. Kind
I
of
mean, that's what I'm
correlation
saying.
there.
Ah, you think the sea serpent would be happy about us helping Serpent Kind.
Okay, this is all the info we need. Saphira, you're the harbinger of doom.
Listen, when a
Harbinger.
rock falls in the middle of the road, you'll say whatever you can to get it off the path.
If Saphira's the new
No.
Harbinger, that
I
should raise her
usually kick it
bounty
off.
by at least 10,000 gold.
I like the way you think.
Wait
We
a
gotta
second.
close that for some-
Saphira's got a bounty on her head in my restaurant.
No
As
bounty, no
opposed to all
bounty.
our other guests.
No, it's a different Saphira for sure.
It's okay. I've been convincing everyone that I'm not that.
Well,
same
this isn't
one.
Saphira you're talking to. It's the
Okay.
harbinger of doom. That's a totally different person.
The picture doesn't even look very much like me. I mean, she has all these scars
Isaac,
that I don't
are we
have
going
yet.
to have to deal with another bounty hunter?
I turned to Carlo again as like a sidebar, and I said she's actually doing a remarkably good job somehow convincing everybody that is even staring at her face and staring at the likeness of her face that they're two different people with the same name. I don't know how she does it, but Carla, she's like 5 for 5 right in front of me. It's absurd, but
You realize you're at Enland Point, home of the criminals and scum who might be hunting this type of person.
Yeah, but who doesn't have a
We're
bounty
also-
here?
I don't have a bounty here.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Wait a second.
Let's
No, I-
raise our hands. Who has a bounty here?
Okay, raise of hands.
I don't think
Not
we
a
should
real
raise
one.
our hands.
Brim's eating his gelato and not paying attention, and when he sees all the elder hands go up, he raises his hand without thinking.
The only person whose hand is up is Saphira.
Oh, maybe not then.
Bren and Saphira.
Wait, Coin. What type of bounty are you thinking of? You said it's not a what?
You don't remember? We
Find
never
every
even
bounty.
got
The
to
time
go.
we got arrested and then escaped from
Oh,
jail.
that bounty. That bounty
Coin-
doesn't mean shit.
Coin points at
Oh, yeah,
everyone.
shit,
The
don't
time
tease
we
us
met
about
all of
that,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the bounty's so little. Like, I don't even want to like think that I have it because it just means I'm worth so little. Now can I get it, Saphira?
Exactly. See,
Yeah,
a
but that wasn't like a
60 gold
bounty
piece bounty
That
is
was-
just like that's
Second.
not even worth putting on your permanent record.
So someone had a bounty
should-
on you, arrested you, cashed in on the bounty, right?
I
Bruiser shrugs.
think so.
That means there's
I
no
already
more
have to ask that
bounty.
rabbit.
I mean, we
Unless
weren't
the
going to
bounty came
jail,
again
but we-
after the fact.
I'm
Yeah.
sure the prison guards didn't want to put any kind of bounty on us. Whoever owned that prison was like,
They weren't
"That's
even
fine."
conscious, technically.
I mean, Saphira has increased in price dramatically from that day.
What have you
Really,
done
Saphira's
since
showing
then,
us all up.
Saphira?
True.
I mean,
Yeah, shouldn't hers be 25,050? After we broke. A little more.
I mean, quite a lot of things since then, but none that were like actual piracy, which I'm pretty sure is what the bounty is for. But so it would have been all before that, but yeah, I don't know for sure what.
Hey, I operate within the indifference of the law. Okay, so what I do, they usually don't care about.
Didn't they say your old captain was looking for you?
Exactly.
So that's probably
So
not
what happened-
piracy.
what
That's
hap-
just like family matters.
Hey, it's probably a revenge thing.
You realize this is getting worse and worse, right?
And yet, Carlo, I'm
No.
telling you, somebody's going to walk in here and say, "You're Saphira. You committed this mutiny. I watched you myself." And Saphira's going to go, "No, that was a different tiefling with my same face and name." And the guy's going to go, "Okay," and leave. Wild. But
No,
I don't know.
We'll take that
I
second
mean,
wine
if-
now.
Let's try it here.
If she did come in here
Saphira,
and
tell me how you're not the person on the poster.
well, you already know I am. It wouldn't work on you.
I'll restrain myself.
You'd be surprised.
Well, you see, that person over there has these scars and all this wild hair. And you can see mine is it's very neatly kept, coiled up, little pieces of blue. It's not anything like that. I could never pull that look off.
You know, I wouldn't have believed you ever. It's like trying to put sunglasses on someone who could fly.
I don't see how that will work. I mean, you can't hide the fact that you can't hide the ability to fly, right?
It'd be like putting a god in a journalist outfit and saying he'd be okay.
I think they do that, don't they?
On
I
the
don't
regular,
understand
depends
how
on the
anyone would
god,
ever fall
probably.
for this kind of sort of thing. You rolled a 31 insight, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to roll against that. I have a +2. Deception.
No doubt his insight is just showing
Actually,
him how
let's
well
see.
Saphira fools people.
Let's see. Not actually too bad, but still not even close.
Not understanding that at all. See, if you weren't a good customer, I'd turn you in myself. I could use the gold.
No, that's just the first half. She confuses the hell out of you, then she gives the real explanation, right? Spins you around and then tricks you.
Uh-huh.
Literally.
Why don't they just
Hey,
shoot
sure.
you?
Wait, why would we?
Probably because they're enamored with me. Happens a lot.
Wait, why would we shoot them anyways? Isn't it Did the bounty let us turn him in dead? Do you
Isaac,
know this,
I
Saphira?
need some help here. Isaac, I need a little bit of help here. Is this what they refer to when they talk about feminine wiles?
It has to be. It must be. Yeah, I've read about it, and
No wonder I don't understand.
Yeah, it's
Hey, there ain't no force more powerful than in the universe, but it only
It
works
doesn't
on.
work on me, little
It
miss.
does-
Nope.
That explains a lot then.
Doesn't really work on me either.
But
Alright.
they are, for what it's worth, Carla. They are considering cashing in on the bounty and walking away anyway. So,
So they're going to
But-
turn in a friend of theirs. Great loyalty amongst
No,
your
no,
folks.
No, we'll
Oh,
break
no,
We
you
that-
would
out.
only
that-
turn
break
in
her out at a time.
Saphira, the person on the bounty. We wouldn't turn in Saphira, our friend. Totally different.
yeah,
Run that past me again.
Listen, you don't know how many times we've had to break out of bindings or prison cells. It's actually
I
pretty
don't. How many
logical.
times?
I've lost count. I think if we turn her in, we
You
get the
lost count
25.
after 2.
We get the 20,000, then we break her out of prison, then no bounty, and we have the money. All I'm saying.
I
Oh,
felt like
if
a prison could hold me anyway.
This is usually
All
how
good.
our planning goes.
Your planning sucks.
I mean, we get the job done, so.
Apparently so. So, speaking of your planning, what's your next one?
We have to meet up with
Yes.
Skias and well, relay what we've done this week and see if they have anything on file.
We probably don't have to tell him what we did this week.
Maybe
He
not the
probably doesn't need to know
details.
that.
Good point.
We just sailed around
I
in
just wanted to
circles.
brag, but
So,
it could be
Isaac,
practical.
Isaac,
Oh yeah, that's a problem. Saphira's gonna brag about their bounty.
Isaac, we
Pull it
finished
up.
our job. You're back home. Are you interested? Are you going to stay here, or are you interested in tagging along for a little longer?
That's funny. You caught Isaac as he was turning to Carlos to basically give him an explanation of the same and just say, I got the impression Skias considers them pretty important and assigns them some gigs that, well, and just sort of gestures at the past 5 minutes of conversation. They might not. So I'm going to go drop by and see if Skias cares about him enough to pay me to keep them alive, in which case I'd be happy to tackle.
Okay.
Yay!
Time with us
Pay you to
pays
keep
for
us
itself,
alive.
Isaac.
We would stay alive.
Sure you would.
Just gonna eat.
It's not like we're going to crash the ship into land.
That was not me.
Doesn't
we have
move.
not technically done that yet, even once.
We crashed the ship into a wall though.
Yeah, more of a
Stop.
slight.
More like scuffed it a little bit.
Fender bender.
Like a
That was
like a
that was
crash.
a minor fender bender.
Tony's like,
Bender of your ship and a wall.
Very minor.
I thought maybe Skias could pay me to just give them a little help, tag along, guide them a little.
You guys didn't see us pull into England the first time, right?
I hope not.
So, are you going to
Or
go
ride
find
for it.
Skias Cross, or what do you guys want to do?
Skias Cross.
We gotta sell him that
Skias,
sword.
Oh yeah.
Wanna see if they got a new belt.
Selling this, maybe just, but whatever you're selling from the heist, yeah, should do.
Oh, Giancarlo, how many days do you
Yes?
think we have until that serpent gets here?
How am I supposed to
What are the
know?
emissary?
People expect
I
me
mean,
to know
educated
everything.
guess.
Be surprised if
I
that
have no
thing
idea
moves
if it's
slower
even
than our ship.
coming. Listen, lass, you guys are the ones who know more about this than I do. I just tell you the stories I heard.
But you literally know more than we do.
We know more than him about where it was last. like when we last talked.
Just consider we didn't
If
see it
I
on the
know
way
more about the
there.
creature that you just saw, and I'm in a world of hurt, and so are you.
I mean,
You
you know,
creature,
usually
though.
with omens and things, 3 days is usually a pretty good guess if you know nothing else.
All right, 3 days, lass. You got 3 days.
Saphira, she's been sailing the longest.
People just look at Saphira and just say, Saphira, the fuck?
But yeah, Ruzid, you're the one who wanted me to be the harbinger of doom. I'm a harbinger.
Harbinger of Doom, 3 days.
Hey, Eric,
Well, we better
The-
get our business done and leave quickly then.
the trip from Endland to Central Shore, that was like 2 days, right?
Correct, 2 days.
So we were
So
out for 9
Saphira's
days.
estimate of 3 days seems completely unreasonable.
Okay, but think about it like this. We spent what, about 5 days around the central wall,
Yep.
and we didn't run into this thing on the way there. So it showed up within the span of 5 days. We don't know how long it was traveling, but I would actually argue within a week is pretty probable.
Yeah. That's a reasonable estimation if it comes here.
Yeah, if
Don't
it's
forget
going
the
north.
emissary has to come first.
I want to meet that guy though. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Religious zealot.
Good gelato.
Okay, guys, Skias Cross. Let's just go to Skias Cross.
Before we head out, I'd like to ask Giancarlo if we can purchase some more cooking supplies for the change maker. I'd like to refill my my inventory of basic cooking supplies, and then also just like flour and other stuff. So I'd
Go
like
in the
to.
kitchen, make sure you leave coin for whatever you buy wholesale. We'll just expense it to the company.
All right. So I'll with if you could give Bryn 10 gold pieces out of the bag of holding, and then I'll go and put 10
Yeah.
gold, leave 10 GP on the counter and take
Coin
10
will give
GP
you it.
worth of stuff. Awesome.
Pretty unopposed.
All right, gonna refill that. Gonna refill that. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. All set.
It never ends.
Yeah, but not that type of magazine, Isaac.
I enjoy that we can just keep a bit running literally until someone stops us. Like somebody's gonna have to like drop TS's face.
It's
Not like making better.
This bit is so good though.
it's totally going in the wiki under art.
Under art. Awesome.
Subscription. Coin needs to write the Sailors magazine.
Yeah, this is like the cover is like a commissioned piece of art.
Instead of coin, I'm going to ask Dustin to write that, please.
Please.
Coin does the artwork for it.
I can do
Good.
illustrations.
Okay.
Not as much of a
If you
poet.
guys have not seen some of the fiction that has been written for Toivoan Wiki, I encourage you not to.
While they're in the like kitchen and all that, I think Coin will probably pull out the sword in question from the loot and maybe try and gauge price on it before meeting with Skias.
Just at
Okay.
the dinner table. Just
I think he figures this
will
is
be
like
a wisdom
safe spot.
check.
my wine
Just
glass.
straight wisdom.
Sure.
Oh.
Give advantage on this.
Oh, they changed the name on roll 20.
All right, so 19. The sword is probably worth a good 20, 30,000 gold pieces if you could find the person that it belongs to.
Is there like
Otherwise,
ahead.
it's a curiosity, so significantly less than that to someone who it doesn't work with.
Is there an inscription or maybe some sort of a clue towards the previous owner?
Roll a history check here. This one's going to be interesting. With an 8, there are inscriptions as to the previous owners. There are, I believe, there are 3. There are 3, I believe, on that specific sword. 3 previous owners, and they all share the same last name. But
Seems
it's
like a
written in Elvish.
family trinket.
Anyone recognize a cousin?
Not an elf.
Actually,
guys might
do we
still be
recognize
around.
the sword from any of the memories that we looked at?
No, the sword would not be in any of the memories that were in the stone. So, literally, the sword is not in the stone. Thank you for laughing at that one. It's one of my favorite movies.
You get inspiration, Eric.
Yay, thank you. I'll use it whenever I
Don't
try
give
to
him it.
counterspell a heal spell.
No, we agreed that we only use inspiration for taste rolls for food.
Oh, taste rolls.
It's true.
This is a
That was
cultural
canon.
taste roll. Coin will say, like, I can't pin a price on this thing. I mean, whoever it owns probably looking for it, but it might be a bit of a haggle with the consortium.
Unless one of them can use it.
Or
There's
one
not
of them
much of a
knows
haggle
who.
if you take it to the alley.
You think the alley will give us a bigger price than them? It wouldn't hurt to ask.
I think there won't be any haggling.
Yeah, but there won't be any bargaining either.
We asked the consortium.
You guys leaving Giancarlo's as he is finishing up his gelato and the last bit of wine?
Thank you very much
It's
for
quite
the
That's right.
food and the wine and the gelato. Is delicious.
Coins, I'm assuming it does. He's recalling whether the alley will actually establish a price, because he never actually bought anything from it. He only purchased. So
Or
maybe he'll
sold.
even ask, like, does the alley tell you? Do they tell you what they'll pay it for, or do you just give them it?
Wipe it out, right?
If you guys recall, no one has ever given you a price on anything. If you guys go to the alley, it is you put the item up, you guys are paid for an item. You know there's no negotiation involved.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty. But I mean,
unless you're Crystal.
in game and in my experience out of game, it's always a fair price.
Reasonable is a good interpretation. Fair is not a good interpretation.
You also got to keep in mind, like, it's the alley, a fair price for something that's just a sword, and they don't have a personal attachment to it. It would be the same with going to the consortium. It could potentially be way lower. At least with a consortium, we get an estimate before we give it up.
I agree. You
Exact same principle as a ransom. Not that I've done that, but yeah, hold it for the one who will pay the most.
What now?
So it's a ransom. Okay.
Exactly. Works the same way.
Yeah, only I don't have to put a sword to someone's head to get rid of this thing.
No, because you have the sword. It is the sword.
Exactly. I think Crystal understands.
Good one.
Put a sword to the sword.
Put a stone to the sword.
Well, I'm ready to go see Skius.
We could walk off for dinner.
Sophia, no.
So Saphira, the harbinger of doom, huh?
Yeah, they changed your name.
Awesome. So as you guys head off to find the rusty lobster, you guys head down the street. You'll pass a guy who's begging on the corner. And then you turn right and go to the rusty lobster. As you
I guess he didn't get a
guys-
jab.
No. As you guys approach, Skius Cross steps out of the roasty lobster and gestures for you guys to step into a side alley. Quiet, come with me. There's people inside who we don't wish to draw the attention of.
Okay.
Just smile and
Okay.
nod. Come with me. And he goes around the backside of the rusty lobster.
Yeah, I mean, I'll follow.
Following.
You guys are following a suspicious
Yep.
red-haired individual into an alley. Awesome.
I believe that this is Kia, just to double check.
We are
Like,
smart people.
I assume he is, but like, do I have any reason to? I don't know. Can I just do an insight check and see if he's being particularly out of character for Skius, or if he's just behaving?
He seems
No, like
okay.
mannerisms.
Go ahead and roll your insight check. I don't mind.
Met this dude 3 times. I don't know.
I'll
From
re-roll
what
it.
you know of him, he seems very cloak and dagger,
Cool. I'll follow.
except for no cloak.
That's a pretty good show.
Yeah. So
Smells like him.
she smiles and bends over to give you a kiss on the cheek, Crystal.
Crystal accepts. She does like the European
Sorry.
thing.
He bends.
Mwah,
How
mwah.
tall is this guy?
Skius Cross has to bend over to reach Crystal's cheek. What just happened?
He's 6'3". He's 6'3". He's a tall
Oh.
dude.
Crystal's like
That still doesn't
almost
feel
7
right.
feet tall. Yeah.
Is he standing
Like
on a chair?
Isaac and her would almost be eye to eye.
She's taller than Isaac. I think Isaac is 6, and she's
Isaac's
Crystal's
taller.
Like
Yeah.
Isaac's
So
taller than Skius.
yeah.
Yeah.
So whose attention are we trying not to draw?
So you're late coming back to town. I
Yeah,
trust everything's okay.
Everything's all right. We weren't told that there was a time urgent thing so much. Time sensitive.
No, but you asked. You asked
Well-
when you should be leaving town. I've had to stall for 3 days now, expecting you to be back in town and leaving again.
Well, the good news is we got a clear schedule, so
You clear schedule my ass.
Kind of looks around. He's like,
we're here. Listen, that's in the past. You know where we get the job done.
I hope so. You see, Pitney Bones left town.
Oh, finally.
Thank God.
That's not a
What
good
does
thing.
that mean?
Yeah, like she evacuated.
Pitney Bones
thinking of-
left town in the company of a young man with a very broad yellow hat. Headed south along the road and disappeared where our agents tried to follow her.
What's the, or how does this relate to you or us?
She doesn't like you, and I am associated with you, therefore us. But
If
her
I was
leaving
her,
town, it must be something meaningful because she's headed
Oh.
south towards Corlin.
What does that
So
mean?
maybe she's making friends over the border, or maybe she's already got friends and is trying to meet up with them.
it's
Either
not,
way, it's not good for us.
I
Point
do
kinda
find it
seems a
hard
little-
to imagine her having friends, but I take your point.
Quinn will sort of reluctantly say, like,
what do you expect us to do? You want her chained up in Endland? She was gonna leave eventually. I'm not gonna spend all my time following Pitney Bones around, even if I could smell her
No.
from 2 miles away.
No, but it's better to know where the wasp in the room is than to not know. Pitney Bones
Okay.
is a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And not knowing where she is concerns us.
Why don't you get one of your men in the walls to follow her then? Or the floorboard, sorry.
Oh, that's a good point.
Why are you telling me this? You got probably 20 people on standby that could follow her.
We tried. They're dead.
Oh.
Is Suki okay?
Hmm.
Suki's fine.
Oh, that said Suki.
Suki's assignment has taken him elsewhere. Suki has visited the garden while you guys have been gone.
What's the garden?
And the
like the
garden?
back garden in the back?
No, the Garden of Shu. It's a religious zealots ideological paradise. It's horrible. They believe that all magic is criminal save for that which is divine. They regularly hunt down spellcasters in the name of Inkale, which is a heretical belief that MKL wishes for all spellcasters to die.
What does MKL normally think about spellcasters?
That they are people like anyone else.
I'm not a huge fan of where
That
I
makes sense.
think this is going.
Well, Suki went there. We have other troubles for you. If that's where you thought this was going, you should be equally disturbed.
We're gonna cut to the point on where you want to send us. What's on the table here?
I want to send you away from Inland Points for your own protection.
But where?
I don't care.
That's what we wanted to do.
We weren't planning on sticking around too long, so when you pull that
We were
list up
planning
again.
to leave in 3 days, so it works out.
You also happen to bring a murderer with you when you arrived. We didn't know
No.
until after the fact.
Listen, we had a pretty long week before that voyage. It was just easier, okay?
You know that Ali Guru was a murderer?
Ali
Does it
Guru.
matter?
I'm sorry, what?
She was great with a sail. That's what I knew
How
of her.
much is her bounty,
Exactly. I'm with Coin on this one.
Ali Guru used to live here in Inland Point.
That's why she's so hardened.
That makes sense.
She murdered her husband and fled to sea.
That too.
And
I remember
Still
hearing
adds up.
something about that. That sounds very familiar.
And now she's back in town attempting to take over the city.
Okay, that's a little bit of a
And?
shift.
Is she gonna be able to?
Unsure.
We
See,
should say hi before we leave.
I don't think that's wise.
And why is
I
that?
don't think that's wise. She has hired a individual to come to town who is hunting Saphira.
the
Well,
captain.
that's even more reason to meet them.
Well, if
Ah,
they're
s-
hunting Saphira, aren't they gonna find us anyways?
Well, why don't we just
Not as
I'm
clear
not
as
the
it
individual.
is
let
the
them
rumors
come to us
say.
and take them the fuck out?
Or we
I
could turn
don't think you
Saphira in and get
can.
money.
Point points to
The-
Crystal.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a
Throw it all on
famous
the table.
bounty hunter in town who is looking for Saphira. Very famous.
This
His
Saphira?
name
What's
is
his name?
Adam.
This Saphira.
Adam. That name sounds familiar. I'm curious
Does
how
he
familiar.
sometimes go by Black?
No, He goes by Adam McCain.
McCain.
Adam McCain.
Why do I keep hearing that name?
That's the second McCain I heard of recently.
There's 4 of their brothers that are all bounty hunters.
So Adam is, I assume, he's related to Aaron.
Yes.
Why do they need Saphira?
Interesting.
Because of a very large bounty.
Seems
Apparently,
like
the Protectorate wants Saphira pretty darn bad.
I can see why you wouldn't want to send us right into the lion's den, but this seems like a pretty pertinent challenge to you in the consortium here. Who do you have on hand in there that you could just send with us? Just send like 10 of us, 20 of us.
30 of us?
Yeah, if there's a
50?
problem, we could just deal with it here.
Do you know if Allie hired Adam to hunt Saphira, or is that something he's doing on the side aside from what she hired him for?
Ali Guru knows of Saphira because you traveled together. She knows that you guys finagled your way past a Protectorate ship. She knows that the Protectorate wants Saphira, and so contacted Adam, stating that she could split the bounty with him if she provided him with information as to your location.
Yeah, so she's just trying to get paid. I mean,
Oh,
it's not like she
yeah.
caused Saphira to be caught.
She would like to start her business over again in that location down the street from the vendor we share in common.
Does Saphira's bounty constitute alive or dead?
It does not.
I just think Allie helped us. She helped Saphira learn how to sell. Oh my god. She's already taken an attempt on us.
Indeed.
She's already in motion.
Allie didn't teach Saphira how to sail. She taught me how to sail.
Which
I know that
might
he taught
say
me how
Isaac
to
did much
sail.
better.
We can tell.
Saphira's
Hachi
just a
helped
natural.
Saphira, so Allie helped Saphira. Secondhand.
Well, then we have the second problem. The 12 spiders have a ship in the harbor docked next to yours.
How we dealt
That
with
was
them.
fast. We've only been
Let's
here
go
for
set
an
it on
afternoon.
fire.
I mean,
Hey,
that's a
that seems like
reasonable
an
thing to
appropriate
do,
response.
actually.
So we steal another ship. Got it.
Ooh, then
No.
we can have
Oh.
a fleet.
Wait, so then we can do the plan that Coin was saying, where we get 10 people. We'll put the other 4 people in the other ship.
Yeah, we can make like
Definitely
a
need more
line.
drivers, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see where the profit is in this,
Fairies?
especially if you anger the 12 spiders and get them to hunt you even further.
Don't they already hate us? Like, didn't we, like, screw with their den?
You did mess with them, and that's why they're here, I assume, is to clean up the mess that was left behind, also known as the 6 of you and Suki. Fortunately,
Sorry.
Suki's not here.
With us, we work on behalf of you. And I don't leave footsteps, so
No, we don't. We
So how does
specifically
For
don't
who
work
now?
on behalf
Remember
of him.
the term plausible deniability.
Of course, I remember that term. But for everyone here who doesn't remember that term, could you explain it for them?
You are independent contractors, mercenaries, troops for coin, sell
literally
swords.
they would be slicing the messenger at that point.
Got it.
Coming after us.
So if anything goes wrong, we are acting on our own. If anything goes right, you're well.
We take the
You
credit,
get
yes.
more credit. Yes.
So it sounds like you're I didn't think this much could happen in 2 days. So
You've been gone for 9.
That is a good point.
Yeah, but I said we would be here 2 days ago.
Also,
Don't worry about it.
might be ancient heading your way. Like, no big deal, but just FYI.
What was the question, Miss? I'm sorry. The kobold was laughing.
Chris, by the way, there might be like an ancient sea serpent heading your way, but like no big deal. Like just FYI.
An ancient sea serpent added on top of everything else. Next thing you're going to tell me is there's going to be a hurricane.
Wait a second. If the ancient sea serpent shows up, then doesn't what if it's our enemies and they have enemies fight each other?
They say that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but in the case of ancient sea serpents, I don't see how that would be friendly in any way.
All right, let's circle back to the point. It looks like Endlin Point's getting a little too hot, and we need to get out of the kitchen, so to speak. Do you have a paying job for us? If so, where is it? If not, where would you recommend we go to find one that's not here?
I do have a paying job if you want to take it. It's a bit of a trip, but if you're very, very interested, I can send you off to Australia and let you figure out what's going on with the formation of the drug frenzy.
More stuff about that frenzy stuff?
They took
That drug is nasty.
I think Coin already knows this, but he'll try to recall how far Austria is from here.
Austria?
Austria.
Austria's a bit of a jump. That's a bit
Austria.
of a
Gotta jump planets to find
It's
that.
one of the hardest things I had to do was come up with a good name, and it just comes pronouncing out that way. It's actually just
Sorry.
across the ocean from here in Reston. I'm giving you the map real quick.
It's like past the Gulf.
It's on the other side.
What is that gulf called?
It's part of. I don't have a name of that yet. If you guys want to go ahead and come up with one, I'm cool with that.
The baby sea serpent.
What are you gonna call it? The baby sea serpent land?
Name for what?
The Yellow Sea.
The Yellow Sea.
Don't make me. If you want to name it that, that's fine. And I will warn you, you don't want to name it that because that means that sea serpent's gonna be there all the dang time.
The monster's just gonna live there.
The monster lives there. Jesus.
Monster lives there. You guys are gonna get owned. All right, so here you go. Oh, wrong one. Boop. Here we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. What the hell? I had it right. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that's
Australia. There we go. So this landmass here.
Ah. How far inland on Austria would you be sending us?
I don't
Still
know.
over here.
We would be
Or
sending
over
you
here.
there to find out what's going on and to
Here.
figure out the production of the frenzy.
Well, we need like a lead or something, right? I mean, if you're sending us there, you must think that there's something going on there.
Island.
We believe it's coming out of one of the rivers. However, which one of the three major rivers, we don't know.
Well,
Let's start with the far
Well, let's
side.
start with the.
that I would suggest that we start with the one nearest to us under other circumstances, but given that we might want to be going north as swiftly as possible, given the shitstorm that is descending on Endlin Point from multiple sides, I do think we might want to start by going around to the other side, and then we can work our way to the other rivers.
So is
Good
another
that
drug
idea.
bust? Do we want to stop the distribution or something?
We want you to find the source of frenzy and stop it.
It doesn't
Okay.
seem like you have extensive information, but do you know if they're just sort of in production? Do you know if they're actively distributing in the area? Do you know if there's like a populated area near the river that might be a good
I have
investigation
never
point?
been to Australia. From what I understand, most of Australia is nomadic in nature. So you're going to find towns that up and disappear in the span of a night. many tent cities that just get up and move at a person's whim. Whenever the chieftain wants to move, the entire culture gets up and travels.
So you're saying
It makes for
There's a-
great hiding places for scum and villainy. Makes for great
Also
pirate
good
haven, but
for-
makes for very poor targets for piracy.
Also good for information, because if people are walking around and talking to each other constantly, passing each other, moving around, that's
Wait,
useful.
so you're saying that Austria is just covered in free real estate? No one's
It is
taking
covered
that.
in real estate that the nomads consider to be their own and fight tribally over.
We are not
So-
going to colonize Austria.
If you wish to try to claim some land in Austria, you're welcome to attempt to do so. However, and he will smile his jaw-to-jaw smile at you, Coin. If you were to try, expect repercussions when someone finds the specific plot of land where you have built a house.
Huh.
I mean, I just consider it long-term nomadism, but okay, keep that in mind.
I'm a nomad that doesn't
Isaac,
move very
that's
often.
a fortunate accident.
That was the same with mine. I was like, nice belt, dude.
He's muted, but his hand motions were awesome. All I saw were hand motions that went like this.
It was muted, but yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I was zoomed in on Austria and like mostly Austria, like the rivers. And then when you switched, it was just his cut like huge on the screen. It was very funny.
He had to bend down to see crystals, so he's a tall fella. That's eye height for us.
Crotch is huge.
That's eye height for Coin.
Always
It's a
getting 11.
glandular problem, guys. All right.
It's not a problem. It's all in your perspective.
I think let's just the group. Does it seem like the group is hoping
Ready
for
to
a
get on a
different
boat.
to get? But like, does the group seem amenable to this job, or does the group seem like they're keeping their options open, maybe, and looking for other stuff? What is it before he like negotiates for his own pay with PS? Does it look like the group is about to hop on this opportunity, or?
Bruce looks
I've
interested.
already accepted the job in my heart.
Yeah, same
I
Crystal's like,
think so.
The other option is, of course, we have a influential party in the Fae that needs to be dealt with. But
You want to send me to Faye?
Sorry, what was that?
we have an influential individual in the Fae that needs to be dealt with, and our current forces are out of contact, so we're looking for more people to deal with them.
Do you have a description or of said person?
Name
yes,
even?
the description is a Eladrin elf, about 6'1", dresses in green and black robes. His hair is medium length, white, bright green eyes, and has a embroidered green fang on his collar.
Green bang.
He sounds hot. You said that he's a bad guy?
He smiles, "Aren't we all?" And
Chris
as he
rolls
does
her
so,
eyes.
his mouth smiles, and all of his teeth, all the way back to his ears, are showing.
Why does that work
Yeah,
on me every time?
Why
We
does
saw-
that
we-
work
we-
on you?
Do you have
You
a?
really like
You're
seeing
one to
the
talk,
molars, or
Tati.
like
We're
what?
not talking about the
Yeah.
bug people, Tati.
You know, we did see a green bang, didn't we? Like
What was the
that-
question, Saphira?
We did see a green bang, didn't we?
Did you see a
At
green fang?
With the spiders, the journals, the green bang, and the white butterfly.
Oh yeah.
What?
You didn't mention that.
We did not
Yes,
not
we did.
recently, but last time I we
They told us that
mentioned that
Leslie was
Leslie.
hunting them or something.
Leslie was hunting the butterfly, yes.
We asked about the
And the
fang.
green fang was being dealt with. Oh no, you said that you wanted information about the green fang if we found anything else about them.
Well, we would like more information now because we sent 7 people out to find more information and they've disappeared.
Well,
Like
if we
into the
see any
Fae?
in Austria, we'll let you know.
We can't scry on them to find out where they are.
What was the furthest lead you got? Where did you send them?
They decided to go on their own to try to find it and deal with it. The last time we heard of them, they were in a place called the Boulder Fall Ruins in Reston.
What is the geography of Austria like? Is it pretty uninhabited Greenland kind of thing?
Yeah, it's mostly steppe land, so short grasses, mosses, ground covers with a couple trees here and there, wide open plains with a couple of steep hills. Very
know-
few mountains.
I wouldn't mind being in a green area for a bit. Glenn won't
Oh.
explicitly reveal what he's been doing, but he'll maybe say with a side eye like being on the sea so much, you know?
Tachi, you're missing a. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
What?
All right. So,
Oh, ouch.
I didn't say it.
Savage.
Did
So
Eric say that or Skias? Because there's going to be consequences.
I didn't say a thing.
Damn.
Since it's a spelling joke, I don't think the phonetic sound of it would have caused him to say anything.
I didn't say even what was missing. So we're going to go
Are you
ahead
trying
and move
to
on.
shepherd us out of England? You want us out right after this conversation? What's the urgency here?
You should be safe for at least a little while. Leslie is dealing with the people inside. You probably have a day
Inside.
at most.
Well, if Leslie's dealing with them, then I almost feel sorry for them.
Do we get to watch?
He
That might be fun.
smiles. I don't think watching would be a good idea.
Or profitable?
Definitely not profitable unless you're wanting to learn about that kind of magic.
He just nods his head
Everyone
no.
side eyes
Growing-
Bryn.
Growing tomatoes and such.
I heard they're a
Growing
really good
tomatoes.
gardener.
I don't understand what you mean growing tomatoes.
We found some very large tomatoes in Central Wall.
Ah, yes, I've heard of those.
Does the group seem more inclined to go to Reston to look into this green fang, or to
It does
Australia to
seem
look-
very
Okay.
yeah, it does seem very attentive to going there. We haven't shaken the hand, but yeah, it's I would say count on it. It doesn't seem like anyone's
The last thing that might interest you is that there was a magic shop here that got abandoned.
I think
any
we
shop?
know that. I think we know the one.
That might do with some investigation as well.
Like with the guy that was hot and then the girl that was, spicy.
there a difference?
He looks at you. That would describe nearly everyone in town. Most of the women
I feel
in
like
the
not
point
this
are
spicy.
spicy.
Hmm.
However, most of the men are not. So I guess not everybody.
It's Fanny's shop, right?
Bryn, would you consider yourself hot or spicy?
Bryn was pondering that actually. Bryn doesn't think he's very spicy, but maybe someone else thinks he's spicy.
Makes a good curry.
No.
Bryn,
Yeah,
you're
probably
hot.
not.
It's fine.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
He
You
is
know-
down to some, perhaps, not to me.
Okay,
Well,
that was
not.
uncalled for.
You even swing
you're,
that way, Skias?
you're entitled to your opinion, but if it's not if you don't have anything nice to say, then you shouldn't say anything at all.
That is what my mother told me other people told their children.
What'd your mother tell you?
Kill your sister.
Huh. Yeah, that's a
Holy
different.
shit.
That's a different wave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can excuse the remark given those circumstances.
See, that is hot and spicy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, if everyone in this city is hot and spicy, maybe I don't want to be either.
I didn't. Instead, I killed her. So,
That's how it goes.
enough reminiscing of children in childhoods. What have you decided?
Austria seems pretty in line with where we would be suited to go. I do have some questions. Any information you have, I'm not as worried about protectorate waters or anything, but crossing this gulf, do you know if anyone considers the shore their territory, or how the nomads typically receive foreigners? What should we be
Normally,
worried
the
about?
nomads receive foreigners on a silver platter. They do not take outsiders well unless you manage to establish trade with them. There's a
Smiling.
reason why we have a central wall. It is to keep them out of Reston.
So they don't have access to a lot of the exports then, yet.
They have access, they choose not to utilize such access.
Yet. And what
Correct.
waters? Those shores, couple rocks in between. What are we looking at?
To cross from here to there, you could probably make the trip in a day, maybe 18 hours if you're swift and have the wind at your back.
Okay.
But as far as finding a good place to set anchor, I do not expect you to find a safe harbor. You may have to set anchor away from land or up a river and approach land independently, because there are no long established cities in Australia.
Huh.
No city walls, no grand fortifications, no beachheads or marinas.
And I take it this job could also be done at our own time frame.
It could. Of course, if you manage to stop the entire flow of frenzy, I will gladly pay you 10,000 gold each.
That's a good pay.
That's a very good reason to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Very, very good reason.
I'm feeling better with Coin's non-roll negotiations. I am still tempted to maybe do some kind of a check on whether that
Sure.
seems fair.
Go ahead and roll your insight check. Cool. It seems absolutely fair to stop an entire drug ring to be paid 10,000 gold, which is equal to, what's that? 100 years worth of money that a normal citizen would ever earn.
Yeah, I think I could roll lucky, but I like to think Coin is just gonna BS his way through, like not being sure. Like,
Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. You know what?
he'll look around to the party to get affirmation on it, but I'm like,
I'm pretty ready to set sail for that once we get prepped. We'll need a day or so.
And then, although it sounds like we shouldn't linger. I think, given the circumstances, I think maybe we get out by the end of the day and spend the night offshore.
Is Crystal playing hot or not with the rest of the party?
Yeah,
It's hot
Crystal
and
is my partner.
spicy, which is
Hot
like
and
the
spicy.
variation.
Gotcha. Hot or spicy. Gotcha. All right. So based off of your ratings, I'm very curious as to who is which, hot or spicy,
Well,
from Crystal's perspective.
from Crystal's perspective, she agrees with Tati, which is that Coin is spicy. Crystal's hot, obviously. Saphira is hot and spicy. Isaac is hot. And then we deviated a little bit, and from her perspective, she agrees that Ruzit is a short king and Bryn is minty.
That just about made me cry laughing. That is the best. Isaac, do you have inspiration? I'd like to give you mine for that joke.
For Minty? For submitting
Yes.
Minty?
Yes.
I am. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Crystal, you gain the inspiration from Bryn.
I love this whole trading of inspiration thing. It's the
I
best
do
thing.
too.
Give
I
kudos
agree.
to your other players.
I encourage it. It's part of the PHP. It's in there.
I think the last thing Coin will say to Skius is
We've had this mix up a few times before. Aside from shutting down these operations, do you have any specific no one leaves the where what we find, destroy records, bring records to you, leave them there? All
If
the
you
details.
find records, I encourage you to ensure that the records indicate that everything has been destroyed. But the records are useful for tracking down people and operations. Once those have been dissolved and dealt with, then there's no need for them. But it'd be nice to have evidence of the destruction.
So recover what we can of use, burn the rest.
I leave that to your discretion. And he smiles knowingly.
Coin will agree. Nod his head.
And in case you have any problems, he hands you a small vial. Inside, you'll find a nice orange liquid that glows slightly in the darkness.
Ooh.
Oh,
Add
and
one alchemist fire to your character sheet coin.
One what?
Alchemist fire.
Okay.
Don't drink it.
Oh.
I was literally typing it. Which
okay.
drink it.
But it looks hot and spicy.
Anytime Skias,
Spicy.
anytime Skias hands us something, it should just come with the "Don't drink this."
He smiles. Normally, that would be a wise assertion.
Wait, so it's like a condiment?
When I hand you a purse, don't put it in a bag. When I hand you
Hot
a potion,
sauce.
don't drink it.
It's hot sauce, right?
Hot sauce.
I mean, that's a
Very
clear-cut case for workers' compensation if there ever was one.
The workers' compensation will be being in the astral plane. All right. Enjoy that vacation.
Damn.
It sounds like we're headed to Australia.
On
Yeah,
that
right.
note,
The Big O. We're headed
it
to the
might-
Big O.
it might not be safe
we
to
all?
come back. Okay, don't make me laugh again, please. I just got under control.
You're fucking tired.
All right. Are we? Is it? It might not be safe to come back to Enland Point. Is there another individual that we could link up with after finishing our job? Is there somewhere else we could go?
Or a way
I
to
don't know.
contact him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Listen, I'm coming back to Enland Point.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
At
I
that
forgot.
point, you're
am-
gonna have to make a stop. So
Fair enough.
at the head
Right,
base.
and we
By
ain't
then
gonna
we
run
can
scared,
disguise
are we?
ourselves.
And that's actually
really good at
that's
that.
a good point, Tati.
Do we still have the mustaches?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah,
we
we
do.
didn't use them.
Yeah.
We didn't use them.
Awesome.
And we didn't get
You
them
still have your
confiscated on the
rock
way out of
solid
town.
alias. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, we can all dress up like Knick-Knack. Identical knickknacks running around.
That's kind of fun.
Chris's name.
That would be
Chris's
quite
name.
disturbing.
Disturbing. I think it'd be funny.
If you wish to associate with that gnome, that's your business, not mine.
Or
It's
like-
not a desire. It's a practicality.
Do we wish to
You
bring in
thought
chaos?
killed your
Definitely.
family or something.
Spread his
No.
reputation.
Knick-Knack Chichelli has a reputation of malfeasance and mischief. And
Which is probably
cleaning
why
up
he
his
made all these
messes.
mustaches.
Exactly.
Yeah, cleaning
And
up his
questionable
messes has gotten
business.
expensive.
Interesting.
He's also utterly brilliant, which is like 3/4 of the problem.
Indeed.
So do you guys want to take any like parting shots at the 12 spiders before we head out?
Can we just drink?
For
I think-
sure.
We can look. Saphira and I
that-
think between the
that-
two of us can disable a boat, right? Saphira, like we can disable a boat.
Of
if we need-
course.
The problem
What-
is,
What do you take me for, some rookie?
but the problem is, there's gonna be like 12 like elite fucking assassins or something on the boat that you gotta like push your way through. So I don't know.
But they're
I can
busy
always
rebuilding
send a
their
fireball out of
headquarters.
sails
Expect
from-
danger at the boat.
And
Coin's gonna-
we have the alchemist spire too.
Wait,
I've still got mine that was given to me for Plan B when we first arrived at Endland Point. So, yeah, we've got plenty of flammable substances.
what I'm hearing is we should probably go to the boat together.
Actually,
And probably soon.
Coin will
I got
say to
some-
Skius, in kind of one last attempt to get a little negotiation out, he's going to choose his words wisely here. He's going to say, that boat you had us appropriate, I don't know if it was in the greatest shape. I don't know if you sussed it out before we picked it up. There might be something wrong with the rudder or something. Could you get your guys to look at that and maybe reinforce the front or do something that'll keep it from getting caught on the waves and crashing ashore or something to that effect? Just keep it guided on the water a little better.
Isn't
I believe we installed a ballista port in the front of your ship.
Did you install it right?
Yes, they did.
Just checking.
Unfortunately, I'm uncertain how to discuss crashing into the shore.
I just wanted you to
That-
double check the rudder. That's all.
That would be a general thing to avoid when on board a ship, would it not?
What?
We have never crashed into the shore.
I mean, sense of adventure.
Your sense of adventure appears to, for the first time, be larger than mine.
Crystal takes that as a huge compliment. Thank you.
I think it's been on the water a while. We got to be crossing potentially some pretty heavy waves on the way there. If you can maybe have the consortium do a double check before we leave tomorrow, it would be a benefit to us and you to make sure the job's done.
Very well. I will have one of our men go down there after you have dealt with the people who are blockading your ship.
Ugh.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys have mentioned that
Blockading your
part.
ship.
Do it. If you'd like us to, I mean, yeah, let's. Before we head out, before we part ways,
so? You're saying we're in for a fight in about
Wait,
whenever we get to our ship?
Well,
Is it the
Hang
12
on.
spiders blockading our ship, or
let's
someone
let
else?
Isaac finish. Keep
Oh,
going,
Isaac.
Isaac.
I was actually, the first part was the same question Saphira had, like before going any further. That was my first point of clarification, was like, if you're explicitly saying that like part of the job or something you can pay us for, part that you're instructing us or offering to us to explicitly attack that ship to get it out of the way and clear it for you and for us so that we can all get out of here, we're thrilled. I had a follow up, but it sort of depends on the answer, though.
That would be a reasonable assumption.
Cool. Well, just a heads up, I'm not going to do it because I know he's about to. Coin's going to make sure that we get paid for that because, you know, we don't work for free. And the 10 grand was for the other thing. So,
Yeah.
but separately. So just, I'm going to let him take that, but just giving you a heads up there, Steve.
Way to do it.
His gut reaction right now is we don't work for free, which is great. Separately, about the 10K, speaking of, which it sounds like, looking at the group, everybody's good taking that job on before Isaac negotiates this part.
I think so, yeah.
Right.
You're good.
Great.
Yeah.
What about for me, Skias? This seems like it might take months. What about for me? We call it 7,500, and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for the next 6 months, 2 of your guys, not chumps, 2 of your people, real fighters, are going to be eating at Giancarlo's. If Enland Point is getting hot, I'd be happy to spend 2,500 gold, making sure a couple of capable consortium folk are eating at the restaurant, keeping things civil.
I will counter offer that it be one person, and I do that favor myself.
He just wants
Done.
pasta for all his meals.
Can't blame you. Yeah, it's good. It's good garlic bread. So done. Works for me. Thank you.
After all, I'm worth that amount of money.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. You always have to know your worth.
He looks
And
at you, and what is your worth now?
I mean, I'm being
More than is
lowball here.
posted.
It is. I would go as high as 40, but yeah, they seem to think it's 20,000, 25,000. I surely don't understand.
I'll be turning you in for your coins. All right. If it gets to be that much, we may have to turn you in and then rescue you.
I like that idea.
See,
Coin's nodding in
we were
agreement.
thinking
We were
of something
talking about
similar,
it earlier.
It sounds like he's trying to
But-
get in on our deal here.
Now, to just say who was blockading the
Yeah,
ship,
yeah.
though, I feel like that's an important detail.
What?
Oh, I was just asking if he said who was blockading the ship. If that was the 12 spiders.
Yes, the 12 spiders are blockading the ship, and they have brought a friend from the land of Shu.
Isaac glances
Yeah,
at
like
Bryn.
most people's friends from Shu tend not to be friends of other people.
That would be a correct assumption.
All right, well, time to kick some ass then, I suppose.
Can we borrow Leslie?
Yeah, hey Eric, you've got a few high-level NPCs. You want to throw any of them our way?
I mean,
We don't really want to do this part. We're just going to ask for help.
Following
Yay. Leslie's
Isaac's-
currently busy occupying Adam McCain, as we discussed earlier. The agent is dealing with the fact that Pitney Bones was spotted down near Corlin and is trying to track her and barely escaped with his life after she killed everybody else. You guys did recognize one other person who never gave her name to you guys. And that person is somewhere else on a different assignment.
It's like
And
that
of
Final
course-
Fantasy ability where you can pay 10,000 gold and just have a level 20 character come in and nuke everybody.
Following
Yeah. Unfortunately, that character is somewhere else at the moment.
But
Yeah,
wouldn't Leslie
currently
be
on the
thrilled to go with
celestial
us?
plane.
Because like there'd be so many plants to garden on that other ship, right?
There are normally plans on that ship. Wait, I feel like I'm missing something there. Go ahead.
So I want to round back. Damon, you were talking about something Coin would want payment on. I missed the detail. Are you referring to clearing
Well,
out the
he was
spider ship?
saying, yeah, he was saying that like that was. I said, is that something you're formally sort of instructing us to do? And he said, yeah. And I was like, great.
Gotcha.
Coin's gonna make sure we get paid for that then.
Yeah,
But
just double
that's it,
checking
yeah.
on. So yeah, Coin will say before we head out, he'll say, you know, I feel like there are ways you could have given us a heads up. We didn't know our ship was going to be surrounded at docking. We may potentially drain some of our own resources on that. He'll keep badgering with negotiations and eventually reach the point of like, are you going to cover our expenses on this? This seems like separate work. What's the payment on this?
Your own ship? Use of our ship would be a good payment for that, I believe. However, if you're able to clear out the port of the 12 spiders, feel free to keep any of the goods that they might have.
I mean, that could be anything. They could have cobwebs on there. What's
The 12
what's the assurance
spiders
for
tend
me?
to be very well equipped. I doubt you're going to find cobwebs on their ship.
Can I do?
Well, not after the fireballs, but
Oh,
Yeah,
If you use fireballs, I guarantee you will not find cobwebs.
I'll I guess burn an insight on if Coin feels that's a fair gamble to trust them on that for payment.
Well, it's you really don't have a way to leave town unless you get your ship free. So
Yeah.
it's stay in town and face a bounty hunter that he's telling you Leslie is personally taking the time to occupy right now. Or you guys can go and rescue your ship and get out of town so you don't have to face that said bounty hunter who is here after Saphira.
It's fair. I think Leslie plus all of us can take him. But all right, we'll go. I don't want to be in the room with her after we went, is the thing.
Honestly, I don't want to be in the room with her during. Like, I get such like, you know, those moments in Teen Titans when Raven just like looks at somebody and the whole everything. Like, I don't need to be near that. No, that's
I know exactly what you mean.
We could
Oh,
probably
if you haven't
take them,
seen it,
but
Raven
getting
is
paid is more of a priority.
Raven is the daughter of an archdevil.
and she wears it well.
how long does it take for me to apply like magical tattoos for people? I don't recall how long it actually takes.
It takes twice as long as a scroll of the same level.
How long does it take to make a levels 1 scroll?
I believe it takes an hour.
It'll take a bit then.
We should. I mean,
What?
let's hit it. If we're not selling the sword, then we have nothing really stopping us. Let's go. Let's hit it.
well, we were advised we should check out Fanny's shop. I think that's worth hitting. If it's been completely abandoned, there might be some loot there. Otherwise, it might at least be interesting.
I mean, I agree, but with Adam McCain like hanging out inside, I don't know that now is the moment for it. It's gonna, yeah.
Well, it's now or never. We're gonna be gone for probably several weeks at least.
If we make it out before Adam McCain kills
it on the way?
himself, which is that hinge point that I'm trying to.
Eric, is Fanny shop on the way to the ship from us?
It's probably 2 blocks out of the way. You can make it.
I don't think we
Yes,
should go
okay.
in there. If you want to walk by it and poke your head through the window, be my guest. I'm going to be on the other sidewalk of the road. But
We did do that once, but someone's convinced me not to open the door.
Yeah, who was that?
It was probably me. I feel like I convince people to do the smart thing a lot. That being said,
Hey, I'm here to convince you, Bren, to live a little.
That being
Nice
said,
humility.
I do very much think that we should go into Fanny's shop and look around. I'm not saying we should spend more than a few minutes there, but I think it's very much worth our time.
We can take the long way by it. The way I see it, every minute we're not at the ship is a minute the spiders are potentially poking holes in our sail. So we shouldn't dally. Of the dilly.
All right, well, let's go. It sounds like we've agreed that we can at least walk by it, so let's get going. And then...
Yeah, Coin stands up. He's ready.
Anybody else want anything to do with Ski's Cross before you guys head out?
I mean,
No.
Crystal will kiss him and leave.
Okay.
Bend down.
He kisses you in the European style,
Mm-hmm.
even if you tried to lean in and do something different. You will
She would never.
deflect.
She's a lady.
Right. As he says goodbye to you, he turns the corner and goes inside the Rusty Lobster. You guys head off back into Enland Point.
Isaac, is it okay for you to get on a ship and leave without heading back quickly? Home, I mean?
I didn't think was the intent that we're hitting the ship and then because I was about to ask to clarify that because Bryn mentioned that we should probably head out tonight, which I do kind of actually I would come down more on that side, but Coin mentioned staying tonight and sleeping and leaving tomorrow. So I was about to ask for clarification on that.
It's hard to say how safe we are in bounds of the city. I think if we clear out the ship, we can feel out maybe we have a few hours of time to do our business around it. Maybe buy
Right,
a few things, say our goodbyes.
You're right, though. You're right about the just in case. Like, if stuff gets too, it is possible that something happens when we're trying to hit their ship that makes it so that we need to leave immediately. So I think Isaac is going to jog and do a quick, like, while you guys do a swing by Fanny's, Isaac is gonna swing by Giancarlo's and say possible goodbyes. Just give Giancarlo an update and then meet you guys at the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
Works for me.
So, while you guys head to Fanny's and Isaac heads to Giancarlo's, Isaac's going to be absent for a couple moments here. You guys walk over to the shop that is formerly known as Fanny's. The place looks abandoned. There are cobwebs everywhere. Nearly to the point that it appears the cobwebs might have been planted here because there's so many of them. That or a spider infestation has come over this building.
Disgusting.
12 spiders to be exact.
What would you guys like to do?
Investigate the door
Okay.
to
The
see
door
if they've
is
rigged it with bombs.
partially the door is partially open, only about an inch and a half open.
Yeah, I think we're definitely
go and
looking
roll
for booby
investigate.
traps. I would like to offer a help action on investigation if you want to
Okay.
roll twice. Oh, never mind.
We'll
So it's
roll
a
twice.
28. Several of the webs that are on the door are artificial. It is very apparent to you, Tati, that these have been placed there and encased in the spider webs themselves. There are small clusters of spiders that cannot get out. You get the impression that if the door were to be opened, these very carefully constructed spiderweb cages would erupt and the spiders would be let free to attack anyone around.
When I whisper to Bryn, who's helping me, spider bombs.
Yeah, I see him. How do you think we handle it? Could we?
Can I cut away the webs in such a way that the bombs would swing clear of the door? Or stay suspended and not be affected by the door swinging open?
There's a potential of doing so.
I will draw forth a slim dagger.
Okay.
and try to clear the door of any debris that would fall with too many legs on our heads.
Tati, do you have advantage on this check for any reason? If not, I'll go ahead and give it to you with enhanced ability. This is going to be Cat's Grace, which is advantage on dex checks. Also, you'll have immunity from most falling damage. Probably not
I
relevant,
followed a
but
bit.
you never know.
It might be.
Might be right.
Oh no.
I'm here for it.
With a 22, you will successfully open the door, leaving 6 of these spider bombs attached to the door. They
Nicely done.
swing perilously against the door, bouncing gently there.
I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna step into the door. I'd like to investigate the floor for
Okay.
more bombs or fall pits or something.
Sure. Roll another investigation, please.
Bryn, are you looking?
Am I? Is it safe to go in?
No,
It looks like you got the
we're not
door.
going in. I'm
All right.
just
Okay.
asking if you're also lending me your
Yes,
eyes
I will
and
definitely.
senses.
I will offer another help action in such a circumstance. Nice.
All right. Tati,
rolls.
you look down at the floorboards. There's dust everywhere. You see no footsteps anywhere in the room from where you're standing at the doorway. However, the nails on the floor, there are nails that are sticking up about halfway out of the floorboards and appear to be brand new and dustless.
Hmm.
I'm
Ooh,
gonna
that's pretty nasty.
point them out with Bryn.
Yep,
Yeah, I
the
see the
heads are
nails.
sticking up, almost like someone didn't nail them all the way down. Roll an insight check, please, Tati.
Oh dear. Maybe you should ask Bryn.
You
Insight
point them
isn't-
out to Bryn?
Bryn's
Yeah, Bryn and I are
moderately
looking at these suspicious looking nails.
Let's go,
together.
Tati.
Okay. Tati, these are referred to as nightingale floors. These are actually a real thing that if you step on them incorrectly, they will sing like birds.
But who's listening?
That is a very good question.
Bryn, can you light up further
Yeah.
into the?
I'll cast dancing lights. Oh no,
Okay.
I'm already concentrating on enhanced ability. If I light up the inside, you would lose advantage on dex checks, which I think is going to be very important.
Crystal,
Do we have
ask
another
Crystal.
light source?
What?
Can you shed some light on the inside of the shop?
Sure.
If you light a
can Chris-
torch and throw it in there, I'm gonna be annoyed.
Crystal contemplates that. No, she's gonna cast light. Can I cast light on Tati?
No, dear God.
Yes, you can
I'm
cast
trying to
light on
see in the
Tati.
shop.
Tati is now a beacon of light. She is the least stealthy rogue that has ever rogued.
She just gives you such a flat look. Thanks.
What?
Thanks, Crystal.
That's how I
Tati,
always
you are
do
a
it.
creature of absolute radiance. Angels would be proud.
It is also pink
Filled.
light. I'm just letting you know.
Hot pink light. Awesome.
Okay, well, I can still see the floor right in front of me. And
I
I'm
just
still
am
having trouble
reminded of my
seeing the
sister's
far
bedroom when she
side.
was a teenager. God.
Do you need
Crystal.
it somewhere else?
I'm trying to see in the shop, Crystal.
You can see in the shop all you want.
The other side. What do you? I need to be able to see it to cast light on it.
But fuck it. Alright. There's like a what do you call, like a desk, like behind the desk
Yep.
where she used to stand.
Yeah, there's a counter.
Yeah.
The glass in the
Can I-
counter has been shattered. There are a couple shelves in it that are sitting askew. I love that word.
Is the
Word.
glass like the top surface of the counter, or was that like the front side of the counter?
Both. It's a display case very similar to what you would see in a modern day shop. So the top and face.
All right, I'm gonna look at Bryn, glare at Crystal.
You look
and
great.
be
You
like,
look beautiful.
let's just find out what it is, I guess. And I'm going to shadow step or whatever to behind the counter
Behind the counter. Awesome.
where she usually
Okay.
rings people out.
So you go behind the counter. All right, Tati. You see a mechanism here with a human-shaped cutout. The shape is not quite human. As you look at it a little closer, it actually has curved horns behind it. It appears to be a tiefling, but just a wooden cutout of a tiefling. Very well painted, looks very lifelike, but it's on a mechanism that is wired to fire on a trigger that is in front of the counter. And from what you're looking at, this mechanism would pop up like a target if you were to trigger the thing in front of the cabinet.
Is it like humanoid size? Like it's meant to look like a person?
It's real size. Yep, life size, but it's only from the waist up.
We'll call back to Bryn and glare again at Crystal. There's
All right.
Oddly
some
enough,
more
I do
traps
need
here.
you to make a stealth check for sound.
I do. You will have
Okay.
advantage on that with Cat's Grace.
Boop. Boop.
All right, with the 24, Bryn will be able to hear you, but no one else will.
All right.
I'm just
I
mouthing
would-
it to him.
All right. So then I would like to cast message and whisper to Tati, "What's the plan?" And then you can whisper back in a whisper that only I will be able to hear.
You're just gonna see me shrug.
Right.
Is there any sign of what? I mean, she left behind a target in case anyone came in. No sign of like a message of where she actually went.
Not from where you're at.
She doesn't have like a secret diary stashed under the register or something.
Not on the register, no.
Is there a back
Does she
room?
have any money in the register?
The strong box that because she doesn't have a cash register, but the strong box is there. Are you going to look through it?
Is it small enough that I can pick it up?
Yeah.
I would like to pick it up.
All right. As you pick it up,
And
you
get
need to go
electrocuted.
ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, I thought so.
As a wisp of green gas emanates from underneath there. All right, you're fine. You're able to hold your breath. The green gas wafts across your face, and you are fine. The strong box feels like there's something inside of it, and it makes a slight rattling noise.
All right.
Is
Like
this
metal.
building still bigger on the inside than the outside?
No, that is Judith's Intricacies and Oddities.
Fair enough. We're someplace else.
Okay. I'm gonna message Tati again. It looks like you got something. Are we all done here?
I will shrug back.
No,
Is
the
there a
tiefling does
back
not look
room?
like Saphira at all.
Yeah, I was
Darn.
wondering.
I was gonna be like, get the statue quick.
Maybe we can turn
It's
in the.
literally just a piece of wood that's cut out and painted to look like a tiefling.
Maybe we can
No,
turn
for
that in for the
distraction.
$25,000
I was like,
bounty.
distract the 12 spiders. Take the shit. Bombs and shit.
I mean, with what Saphira's been doing with deception checks,
Just,
anything's
just
possible.
next time someone starts asking her about it, we'll just pop up the half a tiefling.
Yeah.
Like, the other side of the room.
It's
Oh,
Sophia.
there she goes.
Then we all tackle it.
So, Tati, are you ready? Do you want to try and check out the back room, or are we ready to go?
I did want to hear if there was a back room.
There is a back room, but through a beaded curtain.
All right. Yeah.
I am suspicious of beaded curtains.
Okay, we'll investigate on the beaded curtain.
Hold on. Before you go to the beaded curtain, Tati, is it safe for me to Misty Step next to you?
I look at the floor around me.
It appears to
Are there
be safe for the most part, yeah.
Okay. If I get the thumbs
Oh.
up from Tati, then yeah, I'm gonna cast Misty Step and teleport next to her.
Okay.
You get a hot pink thumbs up.
All right.
And bright light in your face.
That's okay. I can deal with that. All right. Yep. And then I'd love to help Tati investigate the beaded curtain.
Okay.
All right.
Tati's
Let's
investigation.
keep these really good rolls coming.
Okay. The last two beads on every strand of the beaded curtain ends in small little bells instead of beads that are painted to match the beads.
That's cute. I was kind of hoping you'd say the beads were beads of fireball, but
Just stock up on those. Cut them all down.
Yep.
yeah, I've only got one left
Yeah,
on
I'm
my
gonna-
necklace. I'd love to restock.
I'm gonna gesture. I mean, it's basically thieves can't, so Brayden probably can't help.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna gesture to my ear and then point to like the rest of the shop. And shrug. And shadow stepped behind the beaded curtain.
Okay.
All
You
right.
shadow step to the other side of the beaded curtain.
Is Tati now completely obscured by the beaded curtain, or can I see her a little bit?
She has to go somewhere she can see, so she can only go to the other side. So you can
Okay.
see her on the other side there.
Okay. All right. I'll wait for Tati to take the initiative.
However, you hear a voice at this point. Tati? Well, damn, you made it in. Awesome. So, what can I tell you?
I'm gonna hide the strong box behind my back.
He smiles at you. All that's in there is, another surprise. You don't want it.
My friends and I were just worried about you. Are you
Oh,
okay?
thanks so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a couple threats, got to keep a low profile. And they say there's some bounty hunters in town, so figured I'd kind of lay low until they left town.
Glad
Now
you
that
had us
there's
here.
now that there's voices coming, I'd like to speak up. Is it safe for me to come through the curtain, or is it gonna set off something?
Come closer to me. It was Tati, right? Yeah, come closer to me so he has a space to stand on. There you go.
All right. I just walk through the curtain.
Okay. You walk through the curtain, you look down, there are statues of scorpions that are 1 foot wide on either side of you.
Yeah, that seems very unfriendly. Noted. Cool.
So,
Well,
what can I sell for you?
good question. We're glad to see you're okay. What do you got? I have 3 coppers.
Let's actually ask Coin if he wants to bring that sword in.
You got a sword?
We do have
We
a
found it.
sword.
In a strange place.
We can describe it to you, and then we can get Coin in here if or go back out and grab it. It's in the bag of holding. But yeah, we've got it's a legendary sword called Fatalayana.
Ooh. I like legendary swords. Kind of collector,
We figured as much. Anyway, we'd be interested if you're if you're interested in taking it off our hands, I
Tell you
guess.
what, sight unseen, I'll give you 12,000 gold for a legendary sword if it's actually legendary. And might be more, might be less, depending on the quality of the sword.
Oh,
We
12,000
should
seems a
probably get
little
coin in
low.
here.
Yeah.
Do.
Can
We
I?
should run this by the party. All right. So
I'm
yeah.
gonna poke my
So
head back through the beads and then wave down Crystal, and I think I'm still whispering, but like in a stage whisper. I'm just like, get coin.
Oh.
Coins further away from the building, flipping coins, not looking.
Hey.
Yeah.
Coin.
Yeah.
Coin, put the coin down. Coin.
As you say that, a coin, like, he misses it. Oh,
Splatters to the floor. Obviously unlucky. You lose 1 silver piece.
yeah, he doesn't even try to pick it up. He just walks away. Yeah.
Of course he does.
Tati needs you.
Oh, they didn't blow up? All right.
Also,
Pokes
watch
his
your
head
stuff.
in the building.
yeah. So as Coin approaches the building, I'm going to step back through the curtain. I'm going to say, "Oh, hold up, Coin. You don't want to.
Stops.
You don't want to walk through the door. I got you." And then I'm gonna vortex warp. I'm gonna vortex warp Coin to behind the curtain into.
Okay.
Let's see,
Coin
where's
blinks.
vortex warp? Yeah.
And appears
Yep.
elsewhere.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, did you step through the beaded curtain or did you misty step through the beaded curtain?
Oh, I walked back through it.
All right. Coin, I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws as 2 scorpions strike at you.
Oh.
All right.
If 10 doesn't pass, I'll take a lucky on that.
You're going to take the lucky. Okay. So the 2 animated scorpions miss you because walking through the curtain activated the scorpions.
Or do they
And
just
you guys-
scuttle past me? It's like
The
they
stingers
fly
miss you.
past
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
It's
So-
curious that they only
Coin-
go off on the way out and not on the way in.
They are turned. They are one of these wondrous figurines. Are you familiar with the wondrous figurines?
Maybe. I feel like I've heard the term, but I don't remember what they do.
There's a variety of them. They're small statues that, when activated, do something. Like the ram does a battering ram. The goat turns into a mount. Things like that. The
Oh, no.
scorpions sting with a stinger.
I'm fine still burning the lucky, but I'm actually curious, since we're at 7th level, would evasion technically apply here?
Evasion would allow you to take no damage from the save if you succeed on the save.
Gotcha.
Because you failed on the first save, you would take the full damage.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just keep the lucky anyways. Coin will
Mhm.
bounce his head or whatever as it flies by, and he'll say, "I think I would have preferred the door." Turns back to I assume Bryn. Where am I relative to them?
So
you are
I
now
put you-
between
yeah.
Tati and a beaded curtain.
But okay. He's
Hey,
looking
Coin.
On
around.
either
He's
side of
already.
you, there are 2 large black scorpions that just tried to sting you.
I'm-
And Fanny goes, "Well, now I gotta wait a day for those to reset." Great.
Oh, so like this whole thing wasn't like a malicious trap or like something strange going on. You were just hiding.
Wait, how did Rusid get in here?
I thought we
Ruzid, where the fuck?
were walking into the door. Like, Ruzi was following. Coin.
No, I warped. I warped Coin into the back room.
Okay.
So that-
Okay.
I
Does
totally,
Rusid just
Ruzid
sets up
walk into
all
the
the
door?
traps.
Please
I
tell me
totally-
Ruzid just opened the door.
Ruzid,
Oh my
do
God.
you walk into the door?
I mean, I thought that if Coin didn't walk into the door, then Ruzid obviously won't. I thought that
Didn't even touch it.
I thought it was like Coin had walked in. Okay, well, whatever.
No.
Crystal's gonna. Could she like stiff arm Ruzid like out of the like Ruzid, not
Yeah.
the door?
So, Crystal stiff arming you not to go in the door.
I like to think
Yeah.
Ruzid's talking to the door, even though no one can hear.
What is going on in there, anyways, Crystal?
I don't know. They made it. She asked for coin. They made it through something. She didn't like the light. She said it needed to be somewhere else. I'm not sure. I lost her after that.
All right. So, what exactly do you want? What do you need?
Coin, she says she collects fancy swords.
How's that sound?
Yeah,
Well,
and now that I get to see it, we'll see how much I think it's worth.
we're not locked into a deal yet, but this is what we're working with. Curious what you would run for it, he says as he pulls the sword out from the bag of holding.
Okay. May I? And she puts on some small linen gloves.
Yeah, as long as I still see it.
Of course, of course. Her purple gloves take the sword and pop it just a little bit out so she can see the runes on it. Ah, Moonblade. Elvish, elvish, elvish. You got yourself an elvish Moonblade. What am I going to do with that? Sell it to some elf, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, that's part of the fun of selling things, isn't it?
Finding a buyer in a clandestine shop in the middle of a town of criminals, wherein I'm being hunted by bounty hunters.
Can you think of
You
an
make a
elf that
hard
would want this
sell.
blade more?
Well, I don't exactly have a whole lot of customers coming through the door,
But
Seems
if an elf did come through the door, they would think it was a matter of fate if they found this blade.
You're right, yeah. Except for you're the first people who've come through the door in the past week.
And you've
you got to
already met
think
an
longer
elf.
term than that.
Surely the next
No,
elf is on their way.
it took 2 hours to set up all those spider bombs.
They were very impressive.
Thank you. What did you think of Gertrude?
Who was Gertrude?
The clerk? The pop-up clerk?
Oh, that's in my head. I gave her a different name. Gertrude is
Oh, that
What name
reminds
did you
me.
give her?
Can we borrow?
incredibly. That's-
Can we borrow Gertrude? We have a bounty to collect on.
No,
something?
she's mine, and I enchanted her personally. Nope, I'm sorry, you can't have her.
I didn't think so. Just joking around.
Yeah, you see, she pops up and automatically casts Dominate Person.
Ooh, that's scary as shit.
And because she doesn't exactly verbalize very much, you just stand there until I take care of you.
Oof. Well, the dominate person thing would make it easier to collect on that bounty, but I understand why you don't want to let her go.
Yeah. So, what was the name you gave her? I'm sorry.
I was gonna call her Safi.
Sophie.
Mm,
Okay.
like shorts for. Never mind.
Pretty sure.
Sophie. Gotcha. Sophie. Okay. Short for Saphira, huh?
No.
No.
What?
Not that everyone in town doesn't know that Saphira is being hunted by Adam McCain.
Oh, she's gonna be so happy to hear that. Actually, her legend has already gotten throughout Edland Point.
Yeah. The Protectorate wants her pretty bad, from what I understand. If I wasn't wanted for more things than she is, I might turn her in. But anyway, so what do you two do flotchies want?
I'm still waiting for a quote on that sword.
Oh, I'll give you 8,000 gold for it. I gotta find a buyer, and that's gonna be hard to do.
1,000.
Yeah,
Coin's
it's
gonna
gotta be
think
the
about
right
that.
buyer. It's gotta have the right bloodline. I gotta find these people. It's not gonna be easy. This is a lot of
think-
work.
This is probably not in Coin's knowledge, but he's maybe gonna think we're going to Asteria. What's the likelihood we would encounter an elf? Maybe not a specific elf, but like what's the likelihood that elves nomadically travel across the place we're going?
Roll a history check because I don't believe you've ever been there.
No, he might have maybe hit a shore
With a
for
15.
one day or something.
With a 15, there's a chance you might find some elves over there. The question is, will they match the bloodline of the other bearers of this sword?
Ooh.
That's going to be the hard sell because it will only attune to certain people.
Yeah, I think Coins, he knows that he can get more out of this sword, but he's thinking practically what it like, is this really a threat I want to chase? Unless there's another check I can do for Coin to maybe the plausibility that he can track down someone, he'll probably sell it. Unless
Okay.
you think there's
Go ahead
something
and
Coin could
go ahead and make
follow.
another insight check. Yeah, 21. Knowing Coin and knowing that Coin is somewhat, just a little bit self-confident, as we
Yeah.
have established through this campaign, the concept of not being able to find the right person for this sword would be alien to him.
Actually, yeah. That's astutely put, honestly.
Because Coin believes he is a master of acquisitions and trade from what we've established. And so the idea of not being able to find a sucker who will buy the dumb thing, no chance that Coin would ever believe that. He'll
You got
find
me red,
someone,
Eric.
he'll convince them that it is theirs, it is their bloodline, even if it's not. Coin will scam someone, I think, if I can read Coin right, just to sell the damn
Like-
sword.
It depends. I
Like
don't think he
Fanny
would
wouldn't?
try to get rid of it ASAP. He would try to like earn his sell, I think, but
But if
there's a
it's a
scenario.
bad person, if it's a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
person, you would absolutely have no problem scamming a bad person using a good sword.
Yeah, if he thinks he's coming from the high ground, he'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Coming from
That's
yeah.
my read on Coin. If I'm wrong on that read, tell me. But that's if you weren't here, this is the way I would do it. Is I would say Coin would never sell the sword until he's got a way to make a ton of gold off of it.
No, I think you're very on point. I think Coin's mindset is like, I've sat on merch or I don't know, product longer.
You and I are talking about IRL stuff now, sitting on merch.
Yeah, yeah. I think Coin's thinking like, am I really strapped for 8,000 gold? Like, I can.
Speaking of merch, we have a coloring book that's really awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah, Coin's gonna say like, 8,000. I think I can find a better situation for myself than that. It's not a terrible offer. I see where you're coming from, but unless you can go a fair bit higher, I think I'll be taking that back.
Fair bit being 50 gold, sure.
Yeah, so just to hand it over.
Well,
Basically.
she hands you the sword back.
And a thank you. And I'll put it in the bag of holding.
And she hands you the sword back once again.
He'll actually do sort of a quick check on it. I don't think he's super suspicious of her, but he'll make sure, like, can sleight of hand this, switch it out.
Mm-hmm. As you check the sword, it is the right sword. And she just smiles at the second time that she has handed you the sword back.
Don't think I forgot those gloves you offered me.
She smiles, of course not.
He
So-
like looks at her while he's putting it back in the bag of holding.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I'll take a luck. That's something Coin would burn
Okay.
a lucky on.
Okay. Her hands remain firmly on the table, face palms down.
And then he'll just like turn his head to Bryn and or Saphir or Bryn and or Tati, saying, "All right, what you got? We made it in."
Well, I've spent all my money on this nifty staff of healing. If you want to invest more money in my spell casting to advance the party, you're free to do that. But I also feel like I have all the tools I need at the minute. Fanny had a nifty wand of magic missiles that I was really bummed I didn't get to pick up before. But
Still got
I
it.
think, well, I won't insult you by offering the 3 copper I've got, because I wasn't kidding when
Thank
I
you.
said that's all I have on my person.
Oh, I'm sure you've got
but-
something else on your person that we could trade for, but you know, that's just getting creative.
That's a good question. How much is the don't know. I'm so close to not breaking. I've got the ooh. How much is the spider staff gonna go for?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's find
Yes,
out
the
here.
spider staff. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, that's the staff.
Well, I think they want a different staff.
No. No.
So
This guy can serve you a mean dinner.
yeah, you know what? I'll trade you the spider staff for a wand of magic missile. Sure.
Deal.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll hand over the spider staff and add the wand of magic missiles to my inventory.
Okay. She takes it. Ah, look how long it is. Very well polished. Thank you for taking good care of this nice piece of wood.
Now we're gonna see if Bryn can keep a straight face through all of that. Maybe yeah.
That didn't
maybe.
go over his head.
Awkwardness passes. Yeah, it would have been funnier if I didn't roll as well, but oh well. That's what happens.
So, anything else you want? I've got a couple new little doohickeys here. I've got a Mesa Smitey. I got the fancy longbow that I acquired off of a certain guy who tried to come in the door the other day. Don't ask where he is. Of course, I've got the wand I use on the decorating. The other wand I use on decorating, and I got this really fancy wand from a friend of mine. And I've got a fancy shield.
Do anybody in the party use a shield? Crystal uses a shield. How much gold you got on you?
Who are you talking to?
That was Crystal.
Oh,
you're
Crystal's not
talking to
here.
me.
You're right.
Crystal's
I forgot.
not here. Crystal's standing outside the door.
Right.
You can hear Bryn because he's behind the counter on your side of the beaded curtain talking out the door to you.
I could
Hey,
see.
Crystal, you want a nice shield? Actually, hold on. Yeah, what's the shield?
I'm not sure you can afford it. It's going to be 50,000 gold.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah, that's
What
just
makes it
shy
worth
of my budget.
50,000?
But it's a spell guard shield.
Ooh.
That's some good stuff.
It looks like so.
What the spell guard shield?
Oh,
Well, it's
don't
not
show
pink,
it to Crystal
so.
because she's just gonna want it.
All right. So, well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and usher you guys outside so that I
All
can
right.
mind my own business and not get killed.
All right, fair enough.
Fanny, if you
Um,
need help with anything, you should feel free to ask. We're good people.
I'm a little disappointed I didn't.
roll a deception check,
Oh, God.
please.
Excuse you.
We're great people. What do you
We are
mean?
good people.
We are
We are
good.
people.
We are good,
Let's see.
busy people with valuable time. Just remember that, Fanny.
Good people broke out of
Oh
prison
my
on session
god,
1.
no.
Oh no.
Welcome to the Trainwreck, ladies and gentlemen.
Coin
Just
will
keeps
actually.
just the most innocent halo above my head. Just
As you
You tell us
shine
if there's
like an
something wrong.
angel in her shop.
my
She
hot
literally-
pink glow.
My
Just if you need any help from people that can definitely take care of business without showing up like a hot pink glow stick, feel free to just reach out and say if you need help, we'll be right here for you.
Thank you. The next time you want to come in, just knock 3 times and I'll disable the traps to let you in.
Cheers.
Okay.
What happens if we knock 4 times?
you'll die.
Alright, let's go take out that ship in the harbor.
All right.
And all of a sudden,
Is
she
the-
is juggling a single grenade in her left hand.
All right.
The grenade has a funny carving on the side of it. Looks like a dragon's head.
All right. I think we're done here. It is this. The spider staff does do extra poison damage on a hit. I'm a little bummed I never got to bonk anyone with the spider staff. Yeah, well.
All right.
All right.
So you guys leave
Actually
finished
upsetting
up?
that you couldn't bonk one of the 12 spiders with the spider stuff.
Indeed.
All right.
The irony would be palpable. All right, shall we?
So you guys leave Fanny's shop and head out, and you hear her muttering as she starts casting various web spells all over her shop. It's at this point that Isaac will run up to you guys.
Welcome
Have
back.
fun. Sorry. Did you guys have fun?
Fine.
Yeah.
No.
That's a weird.
Well, I thought the fun was gonna happen once we got to the docks.
We
Then
did what
let's
we
go
need
have it.
to. I'm ready.
Awesome.
Yeah, what even
That's fun.
happened in there?
See what Fanny was there. Bartering. Didn't take the sword.
What?
They
I thought
wanted
that-
the sword, but they didn't. Bad price.
I thought Fanny left town.
That's what she wants people to believe. So we should
Okay.
also
Well,
pretend
did
that she
a
has.
job.
We can just tell people that.
She left town.
Okay. Well, we got some business to deal with now, don't we?
Oh yeah.
I think this qualifies as pleasure, not business.
I haven't done anything like this with you guys before. How loud are we being, and where do we want to fight? Do we want to fight on their ship or out on the docks? Are we? I mean, it's probably better to keep our business not
Depends
to the
how-
docks, but I don't know how
Okay.
you guys prefer to do it.
When you fight with me, it's gonna be loud.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
we aren't in plain view of the
True.
docks or anything. Like we
Right.
haven't been approaching it. So before that point, Coin will agree with Isaac, assuming that he sort of verbalizes that. That yeah, I don't. It's probably not a great idea to just walk at them. At the very least, we could, I don't know, jump on a roof and peek at them.
Can
Do you
we
wanna
snipe
try and
off a few
flush them
before we
out?
start?
Sorry,
Flush them
I
out or
didn't
what?
say that, Tati. I didn't mean to talk over you.
I said maybe we can snipe a few before we get real down to business.
We could. We just got to make sure we're sniping the right people. We're not the only two ships on that dock. I think.
That would be
There's-
hilarious if we just burned down the wrong ship.
But there's
turn
only-
around.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck.
I guess we gotta
Wait,
burn another
They
ship.
said it was next to the change maker, so there's one out of two.
The other
The
side.
change maker, the change maker pulls out of the dock, and we look back, and there's a burning ship, and then another ship with just huge spiders on the flags, and we're like,
No, here's what we do.
Oh,
All right,
man.
we turn the ship to Polka Dot, and while they're looking at it, we just tap them in the back.
well, do we
actually-
want to flush them out? Because that's a thing I can probably accomplish, but I wanted to
Yeah.
I don't we'd have to see where they are in relation to the dock, but like I can hit the boat with a fireball from 300 feet away. We can be blocks away.
What about two
uh,
fireballs?
Sorry?
Like, Brent,
what
can you
about
do a fireball too?
I don't think I can throw the necklace that far.
But wouldn't it be
Steve.
cool?
I like.
I mean,
would-
I
But
could
if you
try.
flush them out to where Ruzid can hit them and Coin can hit them, I think that would be better.
Great. Let's see where their boat is in relation to our boat. Because if it's literally like a T out in the water, then I don't know how much that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Let's see where they're at.
Hey, Crystal,
Uh-huh.
how long is this stupid light gonna last?
Oh, as long as I want. She just
Wait, come back.
It's actually, if someone's annoying Crystal, Crystal can just make them glow hot pink indefinitely.
It's just I can't hide like this.
Crystal snaps her fingers and the light goes out.
Okay, God.
Hey, that was okay. I was hoping people would forget about it.
Like
I
I'm gonna
sneak into
forget I
the-
glow hot pink.
Tati would never forget. Can I ask, do we know when we pulled up to the docks, do we know like where the ship is in orientation to the ships around them?
There was no ship in the slips next to you guys when you arrived.
On like
Now that we-
anywhere.
Correct.
Okay.
Can we, once we get within, can we walk to like within sight of the docks in a from a direction that's still like clearly in the city, a few blocks away, but we can be within sight of the docks? Like, what's the angle that we can get?
I can give you, well, let's see, a good angle to now. Do you want to see your ship or the other ships?
Well, I want to. I mean, I would presume we want to see our ship because then we would be able to
Alright.
see the spider one blocking it. Like, because we would see all other ships in
Some
relation
of the
to it.
angles might not work for you in that way, but we will go ahead and get you situated for that. So you guys are going to walk up on your ship. Okay?
Does that sound right to everybody?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Also, just as an FYI, Crystal can cast water walking on all of you. Do you guys want that so that you don't go overboard during the
That's
battle?
Ooh,
probably a good idea.
that is a nice. What's the casting efficiency on that? Can you get the whole party with one, like pass
Yeah.
without trace?
Yeah, I
That's
can get up to 10 people.
Ruzid picks
That's-
people off the
That's
ship,
actually
just
sick.
runs
We should
away, and
maybe
then
do
just
that.
drops them in the
Is
water.
it a static thing that can only be on? Because for Coin, I feel like he would actually want the benefit of being underwater at times.
Well,
And
he
if
doesn't.
he's incapable of going under it, that might be an issue.
I mean, I don't know if it would be a choice or not. I feel like that's something you could say, Eric, one way or another.
Let me go check the wording.
The wording doesn't make it seem. The wording makes it seem like it's on for the whole period. It doesn't explicitly, I don't think, say you can do it at will.
It says the
Yeah.
ability, though. It doesn't say you have
can.
to.
You
Yeah.
can. You are not forced to.
Okay.
nice.
If it's visible that Coin can control the water
Oh
walking. then
wow,
yeah.
it's a ritual too, so it doesn't even burn a spell slot. Yeah, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
good.
really good deal.
Great idea. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up from
Cool.
Coin.
All right. So she'll cast water walking on everybody so
Nice.
that you have that.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm. I'll put it up here for everyone.
I don't know if there's a way to add that to my character sheet.
There's not.
I think
Well,
it just
no.
means that you consider water to be like walking on level ground, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and as you guys make your way towards the docks, up ahead, you can see the dock and you can see the change maker. On the docks ahead of you, you can see a grand total of 6 people on the dock between you and the change maker. As you guys watch, one of them gets into your dinghy and puts something there before getting back out onto the dock.
Actually, I have a question. This might be the time. Hang on.
Kill him first.
I'm gonna glance at them. How far away are we from this?
Oh, let's go ahead and I'm very limited on map size, but let's go ahead and say
We
you
don't need to,
guys
like-
are
Yeah, I can
120
do
feet,
basic.
200 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 200 feet is fine. I'm gonna glance at Coin and see. Like you're saying, somebody is in our. Well, they're in our dinghy. I don't want to damage the dinghy.
Mm.
The person gets out of the dinghy and rejoins the other people on the dock.
Yeah. If we light
I
their
could've
ship
done
on
some-
fire, they'll leave.
Or they might light our ship on fire in retaliation.
Well, how would they know?
Whereas
would they
now
do
that we can see them, though, can we see a ship near the Changemaker, blocking its
And
path?
because of the way the buildings are set up, the very most you'd be able to see would be the top of a mast to the north of where you guys are at.
Nothing
If
between
we
our
got,
ship and theirs.
There are 3 masts up there.
if we were standing where those 6 people are standing, would we then have a view of a much better view of that ship?
Presumably, if you guys, based off of the fact that you've been in the docks before and understand how the layout is, then yeah, if you were standing on those docks or on your ship, you'd be able to see the other ship.
Gonna have a clear view of this. It's gonna be hard to do any sort of a area effect on them.
Oh, I got that covered.
These 6 as a start.
6 is
we can-
6 is the magic number for Bryn Gemflower.
We can do it from 200. I can start right here from 200 feet away. I can start right now. They'd have to like give us 1 or 2 rounds of a lot of damage on them before we even get there.
True.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's
do it.
let's get this party started. Isaac, you
Start
want to
dinghy.
wrap
I'm-
things up?
Start dinghy.
All right, Isaac's just gonna go. Isaac's just gonna kind of, I guess. No, there's no way he would know like I'm like in my mind, I'm like winding it up like a baseball pitch. But as he gets out of the dinghy, Isaac just kind of hurls you see a ball of fire that actually, like, now that you realize I'm not setting it to sails, I'm gonna transmute it to lightning, and you see it begin to spark, and he's gonna just shout across the docks like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure that's fucking ours," and throw a lightning bolt at the center of him.
So I need to make dexterity saving throws. I've got to beat a 15. The most people you can get in this is going to be 4 of the people.
That's a good fireball. 4
So-
people is a great fireball.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, we're
And
this is
4.
free because we're 200 feet away. So like
Would
by
take
the
even
it's all
one.
great.
Yeah.
All right,
Damn.
so 3 of them will duck as the fireball goes by. The 4th one, yeah, the
Yeah, I'll
4th
say.
one, the 4th one's going to take half of the damage, so it takes 11 damage.
Oh, they have evasion.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh,
Well, we learned
thanks, I hate it.
something.
Any chance one of them is like looking the other way and it counts as a flank?
nope.
What?
Like cast
Oh,
fireball
especially
and one of them's
because-
disadvantage.
Especially not
They
when
did
Isaac
cast it
shouted
with
about it.
Disadvantage too.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
He
Sorry,
yelled.
fucking shit. Fair enough.
So as Isaac announces you
I
guys'
think you know
attack,
how sailors fight, I guess, but it's not subtle. It's not
That's-
like we're not like, come on.
Yeah,
We're doing we're brawling on the docks. Like this
I'm
is
not
gonna
worried
get
about
loud.
it.
So you threw the fireball like a half full, like mug of beer.
Yeah,
Ah.
absolutely.
Fuck off.
And actually, if just for flavor, the static is gonna linger in the air because I'm gonna use it to follow up on my next spell whenever that opportunity comes up.
all right. So we're going to go ahead and switch to this map, and you guys are going to need to target your tokens, and we're going to do this lovely thing where we roll for initiative.
My favorite words.
You'll find yourselves on the lower left side of the map.
Oh shit. Right.
Well, Eric, if we were about 200 feet away for the first spell, that I could have gotten one more off in the run up.
You're going to get 1 movement in order to be here. That's it. So
Oh, because
I'm
it would
gonna
have
say
to dash
you-
to get here. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
So, yeah. All right. So, my initiative It's going to be awesome.
Damn.
Mm.
Cool. So
gonna
going down the
re-roll
list
mine.
here.
Sorry, I'm gonna re-roll mine real quick.
Okay.
It's taking a second. Fuck me. That's fine.
I'll keep my 10.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
All right.
Mine
So
wasn't
Crystal,
attached. Yeah,
you
mine wasn't
didn't
attached.
attach it. All good. I fix. 21. All right. Cool. So going down the list, who has the higher dexterity? Is that Crystal or Ruzid?
I think I do. I have 17 dexterity.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
All right. So that should be Mr. Ruzid first. What is this orange square of goodness?
Oh, that we'll use that. That's a nice little tool that will help us later.
Oh, okay.
There's this orange square of good.
A nice tool.
All right. So, Ruzid, what would you like to do as you see the changemaker up ahead?
I think it's time to take a defensive stance here.
No, I don't want to
Gonna
target
move
Brunix.
forward, and then they're going to bonus action. Dragon's Might. Oh, do we have in the time between the when I was with Takui and now was there anything that would have qualified for a short rest? Was like the dinner kind of like a short rest, I guess?
Yeah, you guys could have gotten a short rest.
Okay. That is relevant information. They're gonna use Dragon's Might as a bonus action and then drink their potion. As a main action.
Okay.
And block the way. And then just end their turn.
Okay. Cool. You go to that size. Crystal, what would you like to do?
Ruzid, I can't see. She's gonna run 5, 10, 15. Underneath Ruzid, as we do. She is going to she's gonna cast Spirit Guardians on herself.
I like this idea. I like this plan.
And then yeah, I think that's it for now.
Okay. Their turn. You hear, there they are. Get them. And these people will spread out. And we're going to spread out to here, 30 feet. We're going to spread to here, 30 feet. This person strides confidently to the end of the docks. This person is going to come here and jump off. Oh, not going to jump. These two people are going to stay here. All right. Ruzid, you feel a wave of cold wash over you as something comes a lot closer to you. And actually, doesn't even need to get there. We're going to do it from here, right there. We're going to try to attack you from the north, Ruzid. Does a 20 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Awesome. It then is going to dash away and gets to here. 20 there. Right to theirs as far as it can go. All right. And then we have 1, 2, 3 sets of hand crossbows shooting at you. Okay. So each of these fires 2 shots. 1 and 2. Does a 22 hit you?
Nope.
What's your AC at?
24.
Okay. 1 and 2. So you get hit for 7 points of damage.
Ruse is gonna throw up a shield.
Okay. 1 and 2. All right. So those will miss you. The last person here, the blonde woman, looks at you guys and yeah, why not? Oh, how far away are you guys now? Yeah, we're gonna launch a burst of illumination right on top of Coin. You're within 120 feet.
Beg pardon.
That's gonna be all 5 of you back there, because you're within 10 feet of this spot right there. So within 10 feet of right here, need you guys to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw as an overwhelming revelation appears.
All right. Wisdom save coming right up. Bryn's not going to make it.
I've realized
Okay.
worse.
All right. Bryn's not going to make it. So the revelation will deal 49 psychic damage to
Jesus
Bryn.
Christ.
Holy shit.
Okay. Bryn is down.
And this person says, "You should surrender now to your betters." All right.
Ruzi responds by roaring.
Okay. Mr. Coin, what would you like to do?
Holy
Coins.
shit. All right.
Attention will turn to Bryn hitting the ground. He will do a pat of, I guess, his potion belt, and he'll see that he has a greater healing on him, and
Okay.
he'll pop it and try to give it to Bryn safely.
Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
15. Apply changes. All right. 15's better than none.
All right. You were laying on the ground, though.
Yep, that's
Okay.
fine.
Anything
That's
else,
probably
Mr. Coin? That's your bonus
better.
action.
Yeah, just doing a double check of what I got. I think Coin will also. What does he see on our sides here? These buildings?
Yes. To your north, there is a smithy. To your south, there is a brewery.
Coin, he's gonna jump on one of these walls a bit above door height. He'll reach to roughly above this one, and I don't think he'll have time to, unless if you consider it an action. But he's gonna put his ear to it, and he's kind of keeping tabs on the doors right now.
Okay.
His ear
Cool.
to it, and that'll be it.
Safira.
All right, I am going to use my bonus action to activate Blade Song, and
Okay.
I will start charging forward 40 feet. Take a look around at what I can see, and I see even more of them on there. Okay, getting to there is going to be a task, but let's take care of what's in front of us. Okay, so I don't think I can reach anyone and attack them on this turn, so instead I will take the dodge action.
Safira. Oh, sorry. We moved to Isaac. What would you like to do, Isaac?
All right. Isaac is going to. You see the the lingering like static electricity in the air from the previous firebolt or lightning ball, as it were. And I drew this circle that helpful little circle that we're going to move here to debut.
Circle of helpfulness.
Circle of helpfulness. We're going to put it right here. And you see that the like lingering static electricity like kind of fluctuates and expands. And the winds swirl in a circle to like rise with it, and he casts Storm Sphere.
Nice.
So upon its appearance, the winds are going to they have to make a strength saving throw or take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So strength saving throw for the 2 people there. The first one is this one because we go top down, left to right. So first one is this one, got 2, and the other one got a 5. Okay, cool.
Right. She's the one I'm following up on. For my bonus action, from the center of the storm sphere, a lightning bolt will strike at her.
Okay.
And we're going to do a spell attack with advantage. It has advantage because she's inside the sphere, so that's an 18.
She saw this coming and ducks as you roll a 7 instead. So total of 14 and miss her.
Interesting. Okay.
She consumes a portent dice.
Yep.
best
Okay.
feature of the
Well,
game.
the storm sphere is still present. It's and it is difficult terrain in the meanwhile. And if they end their turns in it, they're going to take that bludgeoning damage again.
Okay.
Lastly, Isaac is just going to move, and that's his turn.
Bryn Gemflower.
All right. So I am unfortunately on the ground, and that is very bad for me. Losing half my movement speed. Do I put haste on myself? Is it worth it at this point to have? Yes, I think it is. I'm going to cast haste, targeting myself, using a full action. So that will give me an additional action this turn.
Do I want you to do that? That's okay. I'll let you do that. Go ahead.
I believe the range is counterspell is 60 feet. Without
For
other
players, yes.
I think it's
shenanigans.
90 feet anyways.
No, it's definitely 60.
No, it's 60. It's 60 for players.
Okay. So
There are NPCs that have longer counter spells, which sucks.
in that case, so let's see that my speed is doubled. I still have to use half my movement speed to stand up. That's fine. And then I'll use the remaining 30 to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I have another action. All right, I was 60 feet away before, so that should, or 90 feet away before, so that should do it. And then I think as my other action, I'm going to, what's the average on that? It's not great, but it's better than getting knocked down again. I'm going to deploy a two sorcery points to invoke Bastion of Law for the first time, where I tap into the grand equation of existence.
Yes, the best flavor text.
I know. Zach loves that flavor text. I'm going to spend two sorcery points and give myself 2 d8s. Oops, did I just click on? Okay, I thought I clicked on initiative again by accident, but I don't think I did. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points and give myself 2 d8s of protection that I can use. So I'll just give myself some dots for that.
Okay.
In case I want to reduce some incoming damage. And then as a bonus action, any relevant bonus action? Yes, Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to give, let's see, Crystal has Spirit Guardians up, and Isaac has Storm Sphere up. I think Storm Sphere is more... I'm going to give Isaac Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
Oh.
Very much. Yeah, it's a D6. Right?
Yep, a D6 of Bardic Inspiration. And then that will end my turn.
All right, Miss Tati.
Wait, what?
Tati was unconscious as well.
Okay, that
I missed
was...
I
was wondering...
I didn't even know that.
I was wondering why only Bryn took the damage from that, and it seems that
Yeah,
the
I didn't
reason
say
is
anything about it,
because
but I was
Tati
like,
also...
I was reading for icons, but I didn't see any.
yeah.
All right, that's fine. We'll make it work. Sorry, Tati. We'll get you picked up in
Everyone
short order.
ran past Tati. Feel bad.
Well, I didn't hear it brought up.
I'm cloaked in shadow.
I think Red just wanted to be unconscious, to be honest.
Also very Tati-like.
Ruzin?
I was looking the other way when somebody hit me with psychic damage.
Just,
Like,
just
happened?
clocked you. Damn.
I can't reach them. That's
silent when I
unfortunate.
hit the ground.
Well, let's think about this. Nobody noticed it. I'm just gonna move 5, 10, 15. 20, 25. I can't reach this guy who I want to reach. So I'm just gonna move up to here and dodge.
Okay. Crystal?
And turn.
How far are we? Perfect. Oops. All right, Crystal's gonna move right here, so she gets that guy in.
What's with all these purple circles?
So many.
She's just tailing Ruzit at this point. Okay.
Tailing.
And she is also going to dodge.
Okay.
The most powerful move in the game.
I'll let the girls figure it out.
So this person is going to move and climb up to here. And is going to use their action to rotate the ballista. This person moves to here, climbs up here, and rotates the ballista. All right.
Did you look at that? I just found 2 new targets for the storm sphere.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Tati needs to get to skinny now.
I'm just gonna run over here and get them to shoot each other.
This person is going to exit here, spending 2, 4, and then 5, 6 squares of movement to get to there. We'll actually go here.
Wait,
instead.
don't they have to roll for Spirit Guardian?
Yeah, that one did need to roll for Spirit Guardian. You're right. So wisdom saving throw. Okay. Instead, she's going to go ahead and she's going to go ahead and take a 13 on that one instead, using a second portent die. So she gets a total of 17. Does that succeed?
I believe it does, yes.
Okay, so she takes half. What's the half? All right, so she's going to take the 8 damage.
Their portent dice are out. Now it's time for me to strike.
No, they still have one more.
Damn it.
This person is going to move and dash. So she spends all of her movement getting to there for that, and then she gets 2 more squares. 1, 2. She doesn't want to be in the damn storm sphere.
You know what? For that, Justin, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try anyways now.
There it is.
Yeah. All right, you guys hear a shout go up from the north, from way over here, and they yell, "Ah, they're coming to the ship! Be ready!" And you hear a cackling laugh from up here.
Okay, ready?
Sound like Pitney Bones? Because I swear to
No, does not sound like Pitney Bones. This is more of a hyena style laugh.
God. Uncomfy.
And it heads away from the shore. That's that. These people aimed. Oh, this person here is going to move up to the edge of the storm sphere and is going to shoot at Crystal. Well, we'll find out which one.
Rude.
1d2. Yeah, nope. We're shooting at Ruzin. Okay, 2 shots at Ruzin.
Disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Yep. So 1 and 2. They missed. All right. Mr. Coin.
End of turn, reaction. I'm gonna try to stun this one, or incapacitate,
Oh,
with
I forgot to roll the
with
recharge
the
for revelation.
aspect of majesty. Huh?
I'm going to try to recharge that revelation ability. Didn't work. Go ahead. You're stunning with or aspect of majesty.
Yep. DC 15 wisdom saving throw. Speed of 0 incapacitated if they fail.
Got
Hit me with a silvery barb, someone. Oh, that's too
yeah.
far away.
Silvery
I think
barbs reduces it, and you take the lower.
So oh wait, is hang on. Silvery Barbs is still 60 feet. Yeah, she's too far. Sorry.
No. Oh well, we tried.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Coin, what would you like to do?
Quinn's attention was at the doors, but I think his attention will turn and be like, "Oh, Tati's on the ground. That's not good." And he'll hop off right in front of her, and he will reach to his potion belt again, and as a bonus action, I assume, take a normal potion of healing, non-greater, and try to
Okay.
wake her up with it.
Cool.
Woo!
You
On
recover
point
8
with
hit
these.
points.
And for his actual action, he's gonna do a hand of healing while, if it's possible, to assist her up to out of
Sure.
prone standing to burn his movement on that.
Sure, we can do that.
And I gotta
You're
find.
conscious and being stood up.
Yeah.
It's not the first time you've been stood up by Coin, but you know.
Hey, we're in the middle of battle.
Okay.
You recover another 7 hit points.
Tati didn't even know we were in combat.
Just fainted at the start.
Fuck.
I'm suddenly feeling weaker than I was a second ago. Excuse me.
No, turn around this way. Yep, yeah. So, we're here.
All right.
And I
That's
mean
gonna be
that'll be his action. Actually, he'll like shift to the side,
Okay.
and that's it.
Safira.
I'm okay. I'm gonna go charging in. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Bonus action to dash. 25, get up to there, and I will try to stick her with a booming blade.
Good stuff.
That's
just damage.
Just the attack roll. Or this is damage.
Okay. With a 16 against her.
That's sneak attack.
Let's see.
Wait, oh my
here.
god.
Triple sixes.
All sixes. Even the damage roll for the attack was a 6.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna hit her, and you're gonna deal 29 damage to her.
Holy crap.
Plus the booming blade damage.
Yep, so 4.
33.
Got it. Cool.
Damn.
And I'm gonna just take. I don't think I need to take a step back. I think being up in her grill is probably preferable
definitely.
right now.
That seemed personal.
Right. She looks at you with a smile and a smirk. You're going to die now.
I ain't
Isaac,
afraid
what would
of
you
ya.
like to do?
Okay, cinematically, that's such a gift that you just gave me, because a couple of things are going to happen to this woman at once. So, as a bonus action, God damn it, these ballistas. Fine. Now that Saphira's on it, I'll redirect the Storm Spirit to the ballistas. So actually, just one thing is going to happen to her, but she's going to say that, and from behind her, the shore is going to rise up and smack her in the back of the head and try to knock her on her knees in front of Saphira. As I'm going to cast Tidal Wave. So it's a dexterity saving throw, or get knocked prone and take 20 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Dang it. Yep. So she's gonna have to take the bludgeoning damage and get knocked prone because she her pointing die's not going to help her here.
You're going to die now. On the back of the
Oh,
head, and she hits the ground. Isaac runs forward, and then now that I've got a better view of the guy in the ballista, I'm going to use my bonus action. So they don't have to be in the sphere. The star sphere has a range of 60 feet for this from the center. So I'm going to attack this guy in the ballista.
Okay.
Does an 18
right.
hit him?
With an 18, yeah, you'll hit.
Great.
Doing 10
Only
damage.
10 lightning damage.
Got it.
And as I'm sorry, I got caught up in trying to make sure I did everything right. I forgot one part about the tidal wave, which is I burn a sorcery point while casting it, so that my storm shard on his necklace ignites, and he teleports 30 feet closer to try and make sure Saphira's got some backup.
Okay.
And that's the end of his turn.
Bryn.
There we go. Okay, so let's start by advancing. My movement speed is 60. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, hello. Hey, fellas, how you doing? I really don't think these guys are going to be that big of a problem, but just in case, maybe we just... I mean, they can't touch Ruzid. Yeah, I am not in the least scared of those guys. That was what, 20? We're gonna go 25. It's the casters are the scary part. How far am I away from her? That's way too far. Is it? 25. If I go 30, that's 110 feet. Another 30 is 80 feet. And then a dash action, that might help actually. No, I'd have to get past that guy, and I don't want to do that. Okay. So many spells, not enough time. Not enough time. What's the range on command? Command goes out to 60. Okay. We're gonna, that's the plan. So then we're gonna go 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Into the storm sphere?
80. Oh, dude, is that? Oh, that is, what's the... Gotta scroll back up to read that.
Each
It's
creature.
difficult terrain that when it appears or when it ends its turn there.
And this is a pedestal that is 20 feet high.
Gotcha.
So can't just run over it. Gotta go around it.
Okay. So that's... Shit, that was 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 60 feet gets me to there, because it's difficult terrain to go through it.
Wait, but with
Then-
water walking, can you just walk through it?
I
difficult
don't
terrain
think
doesn't-
so. It's whirling air, and it's difficult terrain. So, what's Misty Step is 30 feet? That's a little too far. Okay, so I'm gonna use one action to dash. Nope, that's not enough. Okay, we're gonna realize that the storm sphere is actually dangerous. We're gonna take one of my actions to dash, and we're gonna fall back. Actually, do we go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then... no. I'm gonna use an action to dash. We're gonna go back 10 feet. 20 feet. Yeah, we're gonna play that smart this time. I'm gonna put a... I have not been playing smart this encounter. Damn it. What is Is she gonna get another turn? Yeah, she's probably gonna get another turn. So, nope. I was there. What's the range on that? That's 30 feet. Okay. Using my other action, I'm gonna use a second level spell to cast blindness on this person right. This person right here.
Okay.
So it's going to be a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Nice.
All right.
Con save is a 14.
All right. Barring any shenanigans, she'll be blinded until she can throw off the spell. And then I'll use my Bardic Inspiration to give Crystal... excuse me. I'll give my bonus action to Crystal as Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
That's my turn.
She's blinded. Got it. All right. Tati.
Looking down this alley or road, are there any like crates or barrels or shadows I could hide myself in?
There's the shadow of the building here, potentially.
I'm gonna head that way.
There is the door to the brewery here and a door to the smithy here.
I will attempt to hide in the shadowy door frame.
Okay. Okay. Well, a stealth check, please.
Cool. I have a button that does that. Oh man. Cool.
All right. You do not believe yourself to be stealthy.
This door frame is pretty narrow. I'm
Indeed.
going to aim. Well, this one's blind, right?
Yes. And prone.
Oh,
They're prone.
Yep. The tidal wave knocked her down.
Oh, the
yeah, I
tidal
forgot
wave.
about that. Does the prone still give me disadvantage on a magical, like a spell attack?
If it's a spell attack, yes.
Yeah.
Because it counts as a ranged spell attack. There are melee attack spells that work at a distance, but I
Chill
don't
touch
think
might
you
be
have
one of
one of
them.
those.
No,
There's-
Chill Touch is a
there's
ranged spell
also-
attack.
Thorn
There's
Whip is one of
also
the very few
spell
exceptions.
attacks that you don't need to see them.
Yeah, most of those are saves, though, as opposed to attacks.
It doesn't say I have to see my target.
Okay. What's the spell? Chill Touch?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So, who are you chill touching?
I'd like to hit the blind one and do so with advantage.
Well, it's still a ranged spell attack, regardless of being able to see it or not. So it is with disadvantage. So
But the blindness should cancel that out, right?
Yeah, I'd see a straight roll,
Yeah,
but it wouldn't.
true.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
straight
sneak
roll.
attack or anything.
yeah,
No,
straight roll.
it doesn't do me any good to have a
Um,
straight roll.
Well, you don't have disadvantage on the attack, so can you? Oh no, it has to be a
You
weapon
have an
attack
ally.
for sneak attack. Right.
No,
Oh,
You
you
have
get a
now
straight-
There.
5 feet of the target.
I will just attack her with chill touch.
Okay,
Get 'em.
chill touch.
There you go.
Unfortunately, a 9 misses her.
Oh my god.
There you go.
All right. Anything else?
That was movement, and I have a bonus action. And nope, because I had. That's it.
Okay. Ruzid,
How high is this thing? Like
20
this?
feet.
Could Ruzid reach?
At the moment, your hand would just come up to the bottom of it.
So could I kind of grab at this guy if I was right next to it?
No, you can't reach up over that. It's your reach is 20 feet right up there. If she was on the edge, then yes. but that's reaching up another extra 5 feet beyond. So that would be a 10-foot reach at that height.
So unfortunate. Well, I guess I can always just redirect it when they shoot a ballista at someone. And then I'm gonna go and wail on the person who's on the floor.
Okay.
Go up to here and start swinging.
All right. You are attacked by the cat in the tree.
Cat? That's what I was looking at.
Oh no.
You're missed.
Anyways. And then I'm gonna start attacking the person on the ground with advantage.
Yep.
Just
The
gonna crush them. Advantage.
The
Boom.
cat in the dinghy.
And then it's
Alright.
gonna be 15 damage.
All right. 15 damage to that person. Got it.
And then they're gonna attack again.
Okay.
Another 8 damage.
Okay.
And then they're gonna use their action surge
Okay.
and attack again. Another.
He's going to use a portent die to turn the crit into a normal hit.
Okay. Then they'll take 10 damage.
Got it. That
And
takes up
then-
the third portent die.
They're gonna go again for one last attack. It's 14 hit.
Unfortunately, yeah, no, it does not. She has an AC of 15.
Unfortunate. Wait, I have a. Do I have a bardic? Wait, who you
Nope.
give the? No. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the people concentrating on
Oh no. Anyways, I'm gonna use a bonus action to grapple this person.
Okay.
Make a athletics check with advantage. 31.
She's grappled.
And end turn.
Okay.
You may want to. Do you have movement left so you can end outside of the storm sphere?
Oh, I don't even think I can. I mean, well, how much did I think I moved like 20 or 25. Even if I move like
Yeah.
5 feet, I'm still in it. It's whatever.
You're fine. It's
Yeah.
what, 2d6 of bludgeoning
I'll
damage?
live with the 2d6 damage.
All right,
Use
you have to make a
damage,
strength
please.
save. You might avoid it.
Oh
You'll
no.
probably avoid it.
Oh yeah, it's a strength save. Strength save. Anyways, yeah, end turn. Oh, it happens at the end of my
No.
turn, right?
Right.
Yes, it's at the end of your turn.
Okay,
so you
yeah, I'll
can
do
make
it.
a strength
I can't get out anyways, though. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna make the strength save. Yeah, Ruse is fine.
Right, you don't take anything. It's save or suck on that part, so
Okay.
you're good.
Crystal Latte.
Okay. Crystal's gonna look. Crystal's gonna briefly grab Bryn's hand and cast aid on Bryn. Third level. So she's gonna target Bryn, Saphira, and Ruzid, which just means you guys get an extra 10 to your max if you don't
You're the best.
damage.
Nice.
And then when you said you give your bonus action to me, does that mean I get 2?
No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. You have Bardic Inspiration.
Got it. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe that's something I don't know. Okay, cool. And then she, is going to. We're just picking on this person.
Kill the spellcasters. That's what we do.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the. It's gonna come up.
It's okay. The first caster is blinded, which means that even if she recharges her ability, I'm not sure she can use it.
And then can I bonus action my telekinesis to try to push this person into the circle?
To pull her into the circle? Yeah.
Yeah, to like. Okay, cool.
Ooh, strength saving throw. She's pulled into the circle.
Cool. All right, end turn.
All right. Is that it, Crystal?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. So, this person here is going to cast Dispel Magic on Ruzid.
What were they trying to dispel?
They chose you as the target.
No, I'm saying what
So-
are they trying to dispel?
Any
You
spell
can
of third
target
level or
a
lower,
creature, and
and
so then it just targets.
Yeah.
If you target a creature, you don't have to
Question
target.
is the enlarge reduce potion considered a spell? Or
yeah,
is it
the enlarge reduce counts as a magical effect. So
Yeah,
does
okay.
giant smite.
Okay. Well, which one are they
So,
choosing to dispel?
They don't have to. They chose you as the target. It goes down the list.
Oh, for each spell. I thought it was
Yeah.
one spell.
No. They choose you as the target. They're going to try to dispel everything off of you. All right, so DC is 10 plus the spell's level. And
Well,
that's-
there's no levels on either of them.
well, it counts as a first level then. So,
So then it would just auto succeed, right? Because it's any third level or any spell of third level or
yeah.
spell of third level. They're not spells though; they're magical effects. I guess it would end though,
Potion-
right?
Yeah, so it still ends.
I guess the question is, I guess it wouldn't even make a die roll because I guess the only die roll is for spells.
Yeah. So, pew, 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 pew.
That's fine.
All right, and you still got her grappled. Right?
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
landed on Saphira and I. Jesus.
All right.
For the record, Eric's let me use that against his bosses all the time. Silas hit bosses with a like cranked up dispel magic, heightened and upcast to all hell all the time. It goes both ways.
It
Yeah.
does give me ideas.
All right, let's see if she can reach you guys. 120 feet? Yeah, we can cast this on Crystal. Crystal, we're going to do Dispel Magic on you.
So
Oh, that's BS. All right. Yeah.
Now, however, the roll for this one happens at the start of the turn, though, like before.
oh yeah, that's true. So this
For
person
what
would
it's
have
worth,
to
so that she gets that
Oh, yeah.
one last.
Yeah,
damage,
this person, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
She does need to make her wisdom saving throw. 100%. So she's going to take how much damage? She's going to take the full thing here. So 22. And her speed is reduced by half.
Oh, wow. That's a good roll.
That is a very good roll. All right.
Yeah.
So this person up here is going to dispel the spirit guardians off of you, Crystal. The cat also needs to make a saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Does Crystal get to choose whether the cat is a friendly creature or not?
Crystal, do you choose for this cat up here to be a friendly creature or not?
Definitely not. It attacked Ruzid.
Okay.
All right, it dies.
Yeah, I just wanted to give Crystal a chance to not murder the cat, if possible.
She probably didn't even see the cat, to be honest. She's like, oops. Well.
All right.
Just the party ponies come in and just smack it to death.
All right. So Crystal's going to lose the spirit guardians. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, goodness gracious.
I think the one on the
person
ground does get to try and recharge her superpower.
Yeah, she does. We're going to try that. Does not get it.
Nice.
Oh, poopsies. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a line effect from where she's standing. She's blinded, but that doesn't stop her from casting a lightning bolt like this.
Oh, please hang on. A creature. Do I see a creature within 60 feet of me casting a spell?
Yes, you do.
I would like to attempt counterspell.
Okay, it's a third level spell, so it ends.
All right.
She cannot see that to do anything about it. All right, so that happens. These four dudes here are going to run up on Bryn Gemflower.
Fair enough. I got my reaction off.
All right,
Ooh,
Bryn,
that's
these
a
guys
little
are
closer
going to
comfort.
try to hit you.
All right, just the
So
two of them or
once and
all four of
twice.
them?
Just
Okay.
two.
First guy's gonna hit me for 7 slashing damage. I'm gonna spend both of my d8s on my force field to try and reduce that damage to ideally to 0.
Okay.
So let's get those out of the way. I'm gonna roll 2d8s and reduce the. So wait, do they have advantage on anything?
They do not.
Okay, so just the first one's gonna hit.
Yep. Just the
So
first one.
yep, I'm gonna roll 2d8s. Come on, show me the money. Okay. Yeah. So I'll block that damage. And
Okay.
keep.
You
pace
turn,
up.
look over your shoulder as this person flips a lever.
Uh-oh. All right.
So it's a straight dex roll because that's all they've got. They're not proficient in siege weapons. So straight dex
Or
versus
are
your
they-
AC.
Are they trying to fire it at me?
Is this an attack?
This is an attack.
Hang on.
Okay.
All right.
It's important information.
Yeah.
Yep, the ballista fires.
My AC does go up by 2 because I'm hasted. So you got to get a 17. Not
All right,
quite.
got a 16. The ballista bolt hits the wall over here. Okay.
Brain
This
duck.
ballista is currently discharged.
Huh? Ah! Brain ducks just in time.
This person changes, going to use a bonus action now to shift over to here. We're going to move it and aim at these people. And then he's going to flip their switch. I'm going to target one of the 3 people here. 1d3. All right, so that'd be Saphira.
All right.
Saphira, does a 21 hit you?
Okay, I'm gonna redirect it to this guy.
Okay.
I'm
21.
gonna use the aspect of the sky to
Alright.
redirect the attack to this guy.
Cool. Aspect of the sky. So that's going to use up your reaction. The
Yep.
4d12 is
Ooh.
going to hit this person
Damn.
for 20. She's going to use the uncanny dodge to reduce that by half down to 10.
Man, that guy's having a bad time.
She is having a bad day. Goodness gracious. Oh, righty. Man, Storm Sphere reducing speed sucks. All right, so
Yeah, that sword here right on the dock is really good.
So she's going to, yeah, might as well. She's going to jump in the water. So that costs her 10 feet of movement, 20 feet of movement, 30 feet of movement, and then she's going to, from there, waist deep, shoot her hand crossbow at Saphira. We'll find out. We'll choose 1d3. Yeah, Saphira.
Damn.
2 shots, Saphira. 1 and 2. 26 should hit you for 7.
Yeah. Let's see how many of them. I will. Yeah, I won't uncanny dodge that.
Nope. Okay. So you're going to take the 7 piercing damage?
Yep.
All right. This person, which we haven't gotten to yet, is going to move up to here, flanking Bryn
Yeah.
Gemflower.
That's going to be a problem.
Draws a rapier and will attack you 3 times with a rapier.
Ooh, I don't
She
like
does
that.
have advantage, which allows her
Yep.
to use her sneak attack,
All right.
which is going to be a critical strike.
15 damage is going to hit. Okay. 15 damage. I need to make a con save to maintain haste.
Just a moment. It's not
Well-
15 damage.
Well, there's
It's
sneak attack
15
dice.
Yeah, it's 15 plus 24, so 29 plus 14 would be 43 damage.
Ooh. Okay. We're going to go back to what I was at before, which is 25, and then you said 43 damage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so Bryn definitely goes down. And then that means he's going to lose haste as well.
Okay.
Because he can't concentrate on his spell while he's unconscious.
All right. She's
Okay.
going to she doesn't want to kill you. All right, she's going to use her bonus action then to dash to here. Actually, she can, yeah, that's a good spot. All right. That's these people, these people. Oh, yes. And then the laughter keeps coming from behind the smithy. to here. Cool. That's going to be their turn. We move to Mr. Coin.
Can I do a perception on behind me? Because
Absolutely.
Coin's paying attention to Bryn. I want to see if he notices.
It's going to be hard not to notice. Beat a 5. You got it. And
Coin's
I will show
gonna.
you the picture of what that looks like, just because.
His head
And
goes
this
up.
is-
Looks this way.
I'm going to send this directly to you, Coin, because you're the only one who
Yeah.
sees this at the moment. There you go, Coin.
Coin turns around, lets out a huge breath. Ah, great. Eh. Surprise for later. He'll turn his attention back this way. And
Okay.
he's going to start off by jumping to the corner of this.
Sure.
Just trying to be above head height of these guys, and he's gonna yell out to like the rest of the party, like, "Oh, we need backup over here." And then I guess he's gonna land. Hold on. I'm doing a double read on my my key here. He's gonna.
Real quick, before you do anything, Eric, I'm going to message you
Uh-huh.
privately. There's something
Sure.
relevant. It's /W for whisper, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use /WGM.
Oh, I did skip Tati. I'm sorry.
Rude.
I'm very sorry, Tati.
Tati's been dead on the
All
ground.
right.
It's turned stiff.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Door's really jammed, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead, Coin. As soon as you're done, I'm gonna have to Tati do her turn.
Sure. You probably visibly see Coin looking between Bryn and this group here, and I think he'll. I guess I'm asking as a question if I okay, so if I were to step of the wind, jump distance is technically doubled, right? Since
Yes,
I'm
sir.
starting from a wall, would it technically be doubled? Because I have 10 movement right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to run it by you. I know it's not real time, but just mechanically would, because disengage is used as a bonus action here. Would I be able to sort of grab Bryn and disengage with him safely? Since I have a free action?
Yeah, because you're using
Are you
Step of the
using
Wind,
Step
you
of
would
the
be able
Wind
to
to
move.
jump to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would get 20 off that.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Okay.
But
Proceeding
isn't
and
Step of the Wind?
what?
Well, that's a bonus action, right?
That's to disengage or dash, but the jump distance doubling is like no matter what.
Right.
The dash wouldn't be necessary. I know he'll still probably have to do a dangerous jump above heads here, but he's going to do a jump as far as he can, which will land him right north of Bryn,
Okay.
burning a step of the wind in the process, of
Sure.
course. And maybe simultaneously attempting to both disengage and I don't know, grapple Bryn or whatever the grab.
Yeah.
Tackle.
Grabbing, yeah, doing a little dance with his corpse, trying to get away safely.
Weekend at Bernie's, got it.
Yeah.
I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious.
Well,
Coin doesn't know that.
he's trying to not turn you into a dead thing. So he's gonna pull you away with a disengage.
Okay, to where?
Actually, I just realized because I don't have movement, do I? So even if I would disengage, that doesn't apply movement to me, does it?
Right.
Nope.
But could I dash and then as a bonus action and then grapple as an action?
Yeah, you can do that.
Sorry, I
I'm fine
think
with that.
I think you don't need to grapple Bryn. You can just move
Right,
a
just
prone
drag him.
person with your movement. You don't need to
Yeah.
spend action economy on that. So you
Yeah,
can do
you're
bonus
overthinking
action,
it.
step of the
Oh, okay.
wind, disengage, and then action dash.
I'm being okay. I'm just trying to be cautious of them taking swings at his corpse. That's why.
They're not going to be able
They
to.
can't because
They
they didn't.
can.
They didn't start the movement. Opportunity attacks only happen if it's like against someone who did the movement. Like if you drag
Right.
someone around,
Okay,
they don't
okay.
provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay, I appreciate it. Look, okay, if there's confirmation, then yeah, he's gonna take dash and then drag Bryn away
Okay.
to
Cool.
northeast
Okay.
towards the dock. Just basically like between Isaac and Saphira,
Sure.
I think, towards the
Cool.
tree essentially. So yeah.
All right. You bloop him there.
Nice.
Yep, yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's it. That's it.
All right. So we go to Tati. Your skipped turn, please.
Ooh,
Good stuff.
get him.
Slice and dice.
A 26 will hit.
That's what I like to see.
Ooh,
Damn.
31 damage. She's going to use her uncanny dodge to reduce that down to 15 damage. All right.
Nice.
And then I'm
Anything
going
else,
to,
Tati?
yeah. I'm going to teleport out of here. I don't want to
Okay.
be.
Where are you
And,
teleporting to?
back somewhere it's not gonna get me shot by a dude with a huge crossbow thing. It's over here.
Okay. Saphira.
I'm gonna try and take down this target.
Oh, I forgot. She gets to try and save against blindness at the end of her turn.
Ooh.
So she
Okay.
can make another
Yeah.
con save. DC is 16.
No.
Okay. Still blinded.
I whisper to her, "You're gonna die now."
Coin would like to talk for free.
Okay, as Coin was dragging Bryn, he's like, "Hey everyone, there's something really big coming from where we came from." And as he gets Bryn in position, he's pointing. He's like, "It's like a huge dog. I don't really know what it is." Then he gives everyone a thumbs up.
So what you're saying is it's a pupper.
I'm gonna give
friendly like
Bryn
that. Maybe it's friendly
my-
like the ones we saw in the desert.
No.
Well, maybe. What were the ones in
Maybe.
the desert?
Those were wrapped in linen, and I think dead. This one might be dead, but it's looked alive to me.
Bryn is
Saphira,
unconscious
You hit
and
it for 21 damage.
Bryn's gonna mumble, "Pupper."
She's still up.
Oh yeah, she's still up. Not by
Gotcha.
much.
That's
Not for long.
another 4.
Got it. She's still up. She's got 3 left.
From the 20.
All right, third attack now.
Damn.
Third attack.
If only. But I think Rizid's got this, so I'm gonna bail out of there.
Wait, did this include the sneak
And-
attack from that first thing?
It did.
Damn, they
Yeah.
tanky.
I'm gonna Yeah, this is kind
Oh,
of
no, don't. I mean,
not.
Isaac is gonna hold his hand out. Don't. You see Isaac? Actually, you'll see it in real time. Like you'll see Isaac is charging up a like cone spell that you're
Oh,
about to call
yeah.
out.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
It's so
Oh,
juicy.
that's
Please don't
okay.
do that.
And more
Please don't get in that way.
as you wish. And I will use my last 10 feet of movement to get around to this side. That's
We
about
love
the
to
best
see
I
it.
can do.
Nice.
No, that's perfect.
All right, Isaac.
Isaac is going to.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
God bless it.
wow.
God bless it. Yep. Okay. Isaac is going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice. We need
Okay.
con saves from them.
Cool. So, make sure I got this right here. One moment. To back. All right. So her first. So con save is gonna be a 9, and then the other dudes, their cons 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So DC 15. All right. So this person takes 19 damage. She's already used her reaction. She can't do anything else. These guys.
For speed. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I'll
This
let
guy
you do the damage.
dies. This guy dies. And these two guys live, taking 9 damage. All right. What else?
Well, so I know it's a cone technically from me, but like for flavor, since it's just affecting these people, we'll say it's like these winds. He like reaches for some winds from the storm sphere and like kind of just pulls some out towards them, and they like turn into this like snowy flurries as they pass and wrap around them. And the ones that failed but survived, their movement is reduced to 0 for a turn.
Okay.
Or unless I think they can use their action to like break off the ice if they want to.
Sick.
They're dead.
Well, I meant these. Sorry, her right here. She,
Okay,
her,
yeah.
her movement is 0.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I glance back and see that she's still standing, and that just I cannot abide. So she, and she's blinded, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So 18 to hit her.
That'll hit her. And that will kill her. Got it.
So yep, lightning from the storm sphere, and I think position-wise, well, hey, she can't move, so I will just flank right here with Saphira, sort of nodding as Saphira moved for me. I like nod and move for her, like a little. We're it's a dance, and I end my turn.
Cool. We move to Bryn Gemflower.
Bryn's gonna need to make a death saving throw.
sir.
Let's roll that.
Oh,
That's 2 failed death saves.
Okay. That's fine. I'm glad nobody tried to revive me because with haste having ended, I can't do anything this turn anyway. So, yeah, Bryn's lovely dream about puppers is turning into a horrible nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I can do. So,
I
yep.
swear.
Patty, what would you like to do?
I will move. This person's health bar is just not going down.
It is just slowly.
We're going to I'm gonna dash and lean into Isaac's space for a second.
Okay. And you're going to hit her for 14 damage. She cannot uncanny dodge that.
then I'm gonna just bug her out a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
That's it.
All right. And that's where we're going to end it for this week. We will pick this up next week as it is that time of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.